Welcome to Midweek Crisis. My name is Shep. And as always, standing at 7 feet tall, certified G and bona fide thug, Polly Punk.
Woof, woof.
And the lovely and yet so beautiful Jerica Ramathorn. Our special guest this week is none other than Rich Barker.
Yeah.
What's up, Rich?
Hey, guys. Thanks for
How's
having me
it
on the
going?
show. Very
Welcome.
good. I mean, it's not like I see you guys every week anyway, but it's nice to be on Chopped Liver with you guys. So
Hell
thank
yeah.
you.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Oh, it's going
Get
to
some.
rain.
Ah.
It's going to rain hose.
I did do some light gardening earlier. So.
It was hot
Appropriate.
today. It's hot.
See what people don't know about Rich Barca is he does lots of gardening and he makes his own peppers and his own
Yeah.
hot sauces. They're delicious.
My own
Isn't that
beer,
nice?
my own hot sauces, my own hot
Heck yeah.
powders. I like to cook too.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Cook it up.
Cook it up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I went ahead and turned everybody's volume up.
Cool.
I don't know how you guys.
I
I feel
couldn't hear
juiced,
shit.
man. Whoa.
Yeah, like
How hot is the hottest pepper that you've
Oh boy, I've had, they're always coming out with new ones. I've had the
Yeah,
Scorpion, the Ghost, of course.
Yeah.
There's some weird names. A Pepper X, I think, was the hottest a couple of years ago. Yeah, I've tried. If I get my hand on them, I'll try them.
I can.
Yeah, I like flavor too. So sometimes it's a little too much. You want to taste the stuff too, but I like them pretty.
Is it
hot.
in like pots or like in the ground? You got, like a garden? in
I
the
have a
ground?
container garden. They're
Oh,
all
yeah,
in
yeah.
pots.
That's
and
how
can
I do my shit.
control
yeah.
the light
Mhm.
with I got an umbrella on the patio and
Oh, very
move things
elaborate.
around. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah,
Heck
it's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Actually, we're working on a punk rock night hot sauce later this year.
Ooh,
So stay tuned for that.
what?
Yeah. Check
We
it.
are in hot sauce.
check it out.
I
Inside
carry that
sausage.
shit in my purse.
We got the wide view this week.
Hey.
Oh, I was like, yeah, there it is.
Wide view. Yeah, boy.
Here in my house with air conditioning.
So yeah,
so the garage.
But there's
hot
so
as
many
fuck.
lights and electronics that I'm not sure.
so what are you up to this weekend, Rich? What do you have going on?
Well, every Saturday night is punk rock night. And it's a very special one. Greg Brenner's going to have to host this week because Shep and I will be on stage. Our band Sick the Rippers performing. Actually, the entire lineup is freaking sick.
It
We got the
pretty sick.
Rockets, Destroy Everything, the Run Up, and us. So
Yeah.
be there early.
Yeah.
We're kicking things off at 9. Doors 8.
Doors at 8.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one. So yeah, I think that's why they have me on the show, to help promote our show there. But
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's good cross promotion, guys.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Thumbs up,
Yeah.
both of them. If I had more, I'd put them up.
I'll be there after my show.
I'll put 2 up for that.
That's right. The whole
be there
drummer
after my
snafu
show.
is almost laughable. What's going on with drummers between your band
Yeah.
and our band?
right.
It's
right.
kind of funny
Uh-huh.
because he's dropping off one show and our drummers picked it up.
Right, and we can't play first,
Ah.
so we got to play like third.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a little
it's
crazy,
fine.
but we're
It's gonna be
we're
great.
So
gutting
is he
through it.
starting at the Mel and then going?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
what's happening.
Okay, I was wondering. I wasn't stressing about it.
Like our brains had to have the
It's
first.
fun.
song.
gonna drink either
way, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna play.
That'll
Yeah.
work out
It's gonna be
somehow.
fun. I'm gonna bounce back from each spot.
Plus, we're sharing equipment that just to make it even more interesting. We're sharing
yeah.
equipment with Destroy Everything, which they're
Oh,
third,
yeah.
we're first. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah,
We'll
in
figure it out
between.
when we get there.
That's right.
Rich is hyped.
Actually, really excited for the show and excited to be hanging out with you
Is
guys.
it somebody's
on the Chopped
birthday
Liver Show.
too? Is it somebody's birthday?
It
this
is
year?
Dana Asher's
There
birthday.
you go.
Yep. She
Yeah.
actually handpicked and selected the
Fuck
bands, except for the
yeah.
Rockets. The Rockets are on tour
Okay, yeah.
and asked to be on the
snap 'em
show,
up.
but she's a big fan of the Rockets anyway.
worked out.
So it worked out.
Fuck yeah.
I do want
Happy
to take a moment
birthday.
to say hello, Dana.
Hmm.
See you at the show.
I do that. I did that the last time I saw her. I was like, hello, Dana.
Hello.
Hello, Dana.
I take it nobody knows that reference here, but
Yes. It's a
okay.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters
reference.
too.
I didn't know.
When he walks in the door, he like
There's no
kicks
Dana.
in the door after they tried.
Oh,
She tried to shut it. Didn't know
There's
he was
only
there.
Zoo.
Hello, Dana.
I didn't
Yeah.
catch it.
Yeah, I did. I
Bummer.
don't know. It's funny. Actually, there's a Teenage Bottle Rocket song starts out. I think it's called Dana,
Dana.
and it starts out with "Hello, Dana."
Hello, Dana.
All Bill and Murray like.
Hello, Dana.
Oh my!
You know I'm the man of 1,000
There is
voices.
no
You
Dana.
are.
There
You
is
really
only
are.
Zoo.
I'll work up to a
I think
couple
that's
later.
the second time that's been said.
To ease into it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah. This AC is pretty dope, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
No fruit flies.
No
Even
fruit
better.
flies.
Yeah, last week was
No
what
fruit
did Mikey
flies,
call
yeah.
last week? The whatever of the flies.
Something about the flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I
reason I
forget.
can't
I watched
remember.
the whole thing too. So
Did you?
Hell yeah.
it's a good
You
one.
watched the whole thing live.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay,
I watched
okay.
it while I worked the next day. Well, listen to it while I'm
See,
working.
and
I
that's
watched most of it live.
if you're watching this live, I get it because if you're hey, look at that Noah chiming in already.
No, I can't see messages.
Hello,
Ghostbusters.
Noah.
Just max out your screen.
Hello, Noah.
There you go, and
I
then
love
you
it.
can
Hopefully, you've
actually-
got the bass turned up on your
It's okay.
whatever you're listening
Oh,
with.
there he is. Hey, what up? No.
Crank up the bass.
What's GB2?
Ghost.
Busters 2.
Yeah.
I haven't
Okay.
seen it yet.
Now, have you heard the Nerf Herder
Oh, no.
song
I haven't seen it.
Ghostbusters 3? It's hilarious. They wrote that before Ghostbusters 3 came out because there will never be a Ghostbusters 3, of
Well-
course. And there was.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was gonna say like Afterlife is Ghostbusters 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, they even got Bill Murray to do it.
Yeah. I
Somehow
haven't
they
seen
got-
it yet. No spoilers. I know
I
I'm
haven't
behind
seen
the
it either.
times.
They even got Harold Ramis to do it somehow.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
You're spoiling it, Shep. Ah!
you haven't?
Oh, you know, yeah.
No, I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I need to watch the
Not that I care
finale
about
Kenobi
spoilers.
2 tonight.
Do you need
so-
my like
If you-
HBO password, bro?
Is it on HBO?
Yeah.
Then I'll watch it because I got HBO.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
It's been on there
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like.
HBO Max.
I mean, dude, it literally says
Max.
starring Harold Ramis. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah,
That was no spoiler.
I'll check it out. Let's move
Nothing
on.
more. Do not talk about it anymore.
Some more tea after that.
I hear everybody.
I was going to
loves
ask
it.
you what that was. And I didn't know if that was
It's
one of
not
your
Jerry's.
one of your
Is it twisted?
home brewed.
No, I
Wow.
put a tea bag and water
I
and
asked
just
him
set
if it
it
was
on the
Jerry's sweet
patio
tea.
all
So,
day.
so,
and it's
so
sun tea.
technically home brewed. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some nice reverb off the floor here. See,
Yeah.
Mm.
that's hardwood floor. I'll tell you what.
Hardwood.
See, that's why we're supposed to have these.
This floor is made of such hard wood.
Hey, well, your
Uh,
your mic cushion's about to fall off.
Oh well,
Oh,
there we
push
go.
it back on.
I was getting a little frisky with it.
frisky with it.
Yeah, your
Rich Parker,
your
getting
focus is
frisky
out
with
too.
it.
What are you gonna do?
His
Soft and
focus
fuzzy
is
things,
on.
Man, Shep, you are busting his balls tonight, dude.
It's-
He's got a lot of light behind it.
Yeah, that's
But
probably.
It's gonna get
We
dark.
got a lot of love
It's gonna
between
get
Shep
dark.
and I.
oh,
A lot,
yeah.
of love, lot of love in the room.
That's a lot of love.
Feel it.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of love.
It's a lot of love in the room.
And we're back.
So yeah, man. So how's your week been since I haven't seen you in like 20 hours?
Yeah, we had practice on Monday. I saw you on
I
I
Saturday.
literally hung out with you basically
It's-
like every day.
Oh,
for the
It's
yeah,
last-
been
Monday
good.
night was practice.
It's been a hot week, I tell you. But, working and getting some stuff done and hanging out.
Oh yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
How about
went
you guys.
I went a little overboard Monday with the sun.
Oh yeah.
You got sun poisoning, dog.
Yeah, no, like
I
I told
for
you,
real.
I was like, dude, you need to get out of that.
I've
sun.
been-
Well,
yeah.
before we
But you
leave, I
didn't
can
know.
give Shep a hug, but you don't. I'm used to tapping him on the back, but it's like, no,
Okay.
I'm sunburned, man. Don't do that.
I actually pretty much made
Monday
my
was hot.
yeah, I poisoned myself
Yeah, you
pretty
did.
much. My head looks great though. It looks
So you're
Very
gonna be tan.
lobstery.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, you'll be tan as fuck. But you
Yeah.
you endured some
TAF
shit.
tan as fuck.
Tan as fuck.
so tan. So tan.
I did that shit one time.
What'd you do?
Gave myself sun
Oh
poisoning.
yeah.
My head swelled up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No shit.
Bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was terrible.
Some people get like the fucking where they swell up and shit.
Ozfest one year, it was so bad that like I could go like this and my skin was coming off. It was
Oh,
horrible.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. See, I'm blessed with I can be I get a sunburn, but like I've never had where it's like sun poisoning or anything. I'm naturally not fair skinned.
See, I'm
Nice.
not
Yeah.
either.
It's a rare instance for me.
It's
I don't
very
know what
rare.
happened.
Excuse me.
Just-
Florida do it to me. Florida make me fucking really burn, but
I don't know if I was dehydrated or what, but I was working out in the sun and boom, all day, and
This-
there it was.
This is literally shit. This is literally the first time that I've had an actual burn since I was a kid. So
yeah.
Yo.
I thought it was.
Hi, Smokey. Hi.
Oh, we got pussy
Yeah,
up in
no,
the
Pussy
show.
Cat.
What's up?
Smokey step.
I kind of want to get a shot of Smokey. We never had a full on shot of Smokey.
No, I did. Last time we were here, I
Did
pulled
you?
him up in the camera a couple times. Yeah, because he definitely will be all about this shit.
Hold on.
Mm.
Likes lavish.
This camera is dope. For this.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Running on some
It's a
rich
cat
park.
cam.
Hey,
Cat cam.
it's a cat. She's like, what the fuck? Where's my fancy fees?
But here's the thing. Smokey might be
I
a Russian spy.
I know. That's right.
Russian spy.
Well,
He requires
It's the
fancy
best
feet
place to
keep
hide
his
him.
mouth closed. Keep his mouth closed. Give him fancy.
He's like, I do not take anything but the fancy.
Just the fancy feet. It has to have gravy.
My Russian
Well,
accent
gravy
is
only.
very, very weak since moving within Jerry's.
and the vodka.
Is
lots of
So he gets
Lots
cat
of
bowl full of vodka. All right, man. You're
He's
living
very
the
happy.
life,
Yeah.
kiddo.
Sorry.
Yeah. So man, where do we start? How is it possible you haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife? If you want to
I
elaborate. on
know.
that.
I would have thought you would have. Not
I mean,
me.
it's-
I don't know.
Will you hand me
I'm a
that
big fan
sweet,
of
thick book right
sci-fi
there?
comedies.
You seem like a movie guy.
See it
I'm a
there
movie
under
guy,
those
but I haven't
books?
been going out to see
What am I
it
handing you?
That book
Yeah.
underneath those books.
Yeah, I feel you.
I do want to see
This
it.
one?
It's just,
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody loves it. It's
well,
fun.
I haven't
just
seen the
haven't
new
seen it.
Doctor Strange yet, but now it's streaming
Oh.
on Disney Plus, so I can finally see it.
There you got it. Yeah.
'Cause I'm a Marvel fan too.
You
So.
told me. That's not a
Don't believe that's a
Don't
book.
open
And
that.
I may-
Don't open it.
I may or may not be wearing Star Wars underwear.
Oh, may or may
Nice.
not.
I may or not be wearing underwear.
Star Wars took
There
me
you
a
have
hot minute to get into.
It is No Panties
Yeah.
Day, right?
Is it?
That is
I don't even
sometime
own
this
a pair
week.
of panties, but now I might.
Is that really a day? People have a
It
day
is,
for doing
it is
that?
a national holiday.
I thought May 4th was Star Wars
Every
Day.
national
It
holiday,
is.
you know
They're
where?
talking about no panties day.
What day?
No Panties Day.
Oh, no panties.
NPD.
You down with the NPD?
Yeah, you know me. You know me.
I think I'm gonna write a song about it.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Jerry, you got panties on?
Yeah, I wear panties.
Polly?
I do not have panties on.
I don't either.
Did you work with no panties on today?
I did not wear panties at work
Oh
today.
my god, you do
I
construction.
have sharp stains on my shorts.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, Rich Barker does because he said he's wearing Star Wars
Star Wars panties?
Yeah.
Underwear,
Oh,
boxers.
boxers. They're
Star
still
Wars
undies. They're
boxers.
undies.
Get there.
All right. I'm gonna turn the camera on Polly for a second. Polly, you need to adjust your angle.
What's wrong with Paulie's angle?
This is
What's
why we have to
wrong
be
with
set up
it?
sooner. It's too. It's
Whatever.
pointing
I
too.
like it.
he doesn't like
Look at
anything
all my weird
today.
plants and stuff.
He's,
There you go.
he's
I like
such a
it.
moody, but
I feel like you need some of your torso, and especially you got construction company. Like
You-
promote your shit, dude.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, the shirt
There
that
you
Rich
go.
designed.
That
See,
is
look
a
at that.
nice. That is a
a
nice
double
logo.
banger.
Yeah.
That's a great logo.
In case
Rich.
you
Look
didn't
at
know, that's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Graphic design, web
Hey
design.
man, that's a great.
There's a
That's
whole
a great
backside
logo.
to it too.
Yeah.
Is there? Is there some on the back?
It's
of
a
that?
house and a buzzsaw.
It's pretty cool, dude. It is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks
It's
for the work.
actually
Glad
awesome.
it worked out well.
Awesome design.
Oh,
Thank you.
we've done a lot of cool shit. What are you
There's
doing
more
over there?
coming too.
Yeah?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
All right.
What we got going on here?
Shep's readjust.
Okay, so I had a random thought driving over here.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
wanted to
That's
see
entertaining.
if there was ever going to be a possibility for a PRN marathon, or
Wait, what did you just say right now? A marathon, like like a telethon marathon?
maybe like a something something that would kind of generate money to give to bands
You
like
guys
charity
kinda
or
did
something.
that during COVID, right? With
We
the
did a couple
anniversary show. It was
fundraisers to
fun.
help save the Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the New Year's
Well,
Eve.
Yeah, the New Year's Eve one was one. I'm thinking about.
Melathon, we
that was
called it.
fucking
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't be beyond doing things like that again.
Right.
Yeah.
And since we're non for profit, things like that could help raise funds to help us keep going and help keep venues and bands going strong and people in the community who need it. Music
Right.
Community. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you guys do a lot with the funds. It isn't just paying bands. I know there's a lot more that goes on behind the
Yeah.
scenes that people don't even know about.
True.
I
feel like they
guitars
donate.
get broken.
We're not for
or
Cameras
profit.
get
stolen.
broken, things
Yeah.
things get
Shit just happens sometimes. Touring bands and this or that. And I know you guys have chipped in on things.
We do.
Different stuff.
Well, that New Year's Eve thing was super fun because like no one could go, and it was cool to
Yeah.
have the staff there, but you guys telling fucking stories.
Oh,
then
and we
people-
had bands film special videos
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us or
it was
release special
so
things. We had a lot of
cool.
content, had fun. We
Yeah.
got pretty trashed. by
Oh
the end of the
yeah,
night.
yeah. There was so
It
it
was a
was
fun
just
one.
so great. It was
Yeah.
fun to be a part of it.
So that's why it'd be fun to do something like that again.
Oh, yeah,
Raise some more money for a good cause or
Mhm.
just help the scene and help us keep going. So
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
Right.
totally.
Totally.
Good call.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Tacos. Tacos.
I'm just kidding. I know what's up. I was totally paying attention.
I wasn't.
It's definitely Halloween's for sure my favorite holiday. You know. Just kidding. Did you guys see the Foo Fighters are playing Halloween this year?
Tribute band. That's at the Melodian Halloween
know
show.
who's in that?
Wait, who else?
Not the
is,
Pier In
okay,
one.
so there's Foo Fighters. What else? I saw it got posted today, but I'm
That's
not
the
seeing it.
Melodian one. I'm
Yeah, you know,
not
I'm talking
involved with
about
that.
that. No one
so
gives a fuck about
the
it.
Pier In one we're not announcing yet, but
Oh, okay.
Too
my
far
bad.
away.
All
yeah,
right,
we
so
don't like to give up the goods that
Mel
quickly.
one, the Mel one.
Shows
Foo
the end of
Fighters.
October. Come on.
Right.
Make you wait a little bit. I appreciate
It's like Halloween in June. Can't no.
it.
I was surprised when they announced it. I was like, oh,
yeah.
all right.
Did anybody else get announced as far as other bands? Or?
Yeah.
The whole lineup is on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Check
I'm
out
curious.
Dave
I
Brown
love-
Heart,
posted-
Heart is one of them.
Oh yeah. Fuck
I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck
pretty,
yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Heart's good, dude.
I like, yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
I wonder who's doing it. I don't know.
That's my thing. I was hoping maybe Rich name, but you know whatever. Dave Brown definitely knows.
Dave
Dave might have told me at some point.
Dave
'cause
Brown
we try not to overlap.
doesn't do
on our
chopped liver,
shows.
I guess.
Dave Brown does
You,
chop
you
liver.
could have him on here. At some
Oh
point.
yeah, we tried.
You've had Rob on quite a few. He used to
We
be
can
part of the.
have Dave
Well,
on,
Rob is
yeah.
like, yeah,
Dave,
just like
if you're
Jerry,
watching, come over. right
Jerry's
now.
Jerry's part of the show just as much as Rob is,
Yeah.
and
We come here
sometimes
when we can.
Polly, but
It's hard to catch me.
yeah,
Well, if you're not in a car accident, basically.
we try to keep
Right.
you know, keep the little crew going.
Yeah.
Show, the show. But
No, we really have asked Dave to come out
Yeah.
many, many times.
I emailed him and everything.
Aw,
Mm.
Dave will come. He'll come in.
Give him some time.
He
Yeah,
will.
it'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get him on.
I think he's
I
just
see that
busy.
later. That's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, anybody else?
Who?
You said
Oh,
Foo Fighters and Heart. Remember anybody else?
Can look it up.
yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, those two
But
are pretty epic.
not
That's
really.
pretty cool.
Check out the site, the Melody Indie.
Yeah, Melody.
There you go.
It's he's posted it on the Melody and then Dave Brown's Facebook. So if you really want to know,
Wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
There it is.
There it is. So we got to start thinking about because everybody in this room is super acquainted with each other. So we got to start thinking about the people watching.
Okay.
What do people need to know about Rich Barker that we already know that they need to know?
Where did Rich Barker grow up? I don't know.
Boston for sure.
Lafayette, Indiana.
Lafayette? Okay.
I spent a year in Boston. I did. I moved
Did
to
you?
Indy for.
My dad's from Boston.
Oh, nice. I grew up in Lafayette. Moved here to go to art school. Went to Heron.
Okay.
Got my degree.
All right.
Went out to Boston for about a year. Came back.
Fuck yeah.
Been running my own business, graphic design, web design for 25 years now. So.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's
man.
tough, but hey, I'm doing it. And
Yeah, at
thanks
least you're
to
doing it
people
and
like
it's your
Polly
own
and
shit, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. Cool.
it's fun.
Lafayette.
Mhm.
Right.
Right
Yeah.
there with Purdue on the west side.
So are you a Boilermaker then?
No,
No Boilermaker.
IUPUI. I got my degree technically from IU. IUPUI is both.
Yeah.
IU and
Right,
Purdue
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Pui
their own
Pui.
thing, really.
Ooey
Exactly.
pooey.
Ooh, poo.
Yeah.
The
Well, they're
Greyhounds.
the Jaguars now. Back when I was there, it was the Metro.
I thought they were the Greyhounds.
Let's name it after the bus system,
The Metro.
the Metros. No,
God, I don't. Was it really the Metros?
it was the Metros, and they changed it to it's the Jaguars.
I
or
don't remember
Greyhounds.
that for some reason.
Yeah,
That's odd.
Mm.
yeah.
Right. I used to go down there and swim at the natatorium,
That's a cool facility. Yeah.
but I don't recall. it
cell,
being
like,
I've never been
called
there.
The Metros.
I've never been there either, but I know there was a lot of cool bands when I was growing up in Bloomington that came from Lafayette for
Mhm.
sure. We had a handful of bands.
Yeah.
I'd never been there.
So from Lafayette, what was the first band you ever played in?
Well, I was in a few high school bands. Some didn't do very much. College, where my band started to break out and do things, but my high school bands seemed to be all named after things you find on a cassette tape. One was called
Okay.
Chromium Oxide. One was called High Bias. These are things you see on a cassette tape. So,
Word.
what are you going to call the band?
It's right here in our face.
But those bands didn't do too much. Total Corrosion was another one.
Total Corrosion.
Phantom Axe. These are my high school
Ooh, I
bands.
like
that really
Phantom X.
Phantom Axe.
Phantom
Axe.
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 Oh, like I thought you meant like
I like
X.
Total
like X.
Corrosion. Someone needs
Yeah,
to bring
Total-
that back.
Hey, the
Total
name's available.
Corrosion.
We'll just need some deposits.
My,
Yeah,
my
someone's got
first band.
papers
My
for
first
it.
band was called Vexed.
Ah.
Vexed.
Really?
Vexed.
Mine was Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Yeah.
Mm.
Polly, trash can.
Legitimately, yes.
Legitimately.
Yeah, I can't say
Yeah.
Disconnected was a legit band. It was an idea when I was in elementary school.
Vex played house shows in a place called Triple C on the east side of Indianapolis. It was a I don't even know what it was, like a pantry, but they had like live shows there.
I forgot about Trash Can. That's good.
That's probably a good thing.
We came up with
I
that.
liked it. I remember.
We
now I
came up with
remember
that
it.
band name.
It was we kind of sat down at a table because we couldn't the three of us could not agree
Mhm.
on a name, so we sat down at a table and started writing down random
You,
words.
you and I were in the kitchen at Horde Church, and we were joking, and you said trash can.
I know. And then
Let Shep remind you.
I
what
wrote it
happened.
down on a piece of paper.
He asked
I
you what happened,
witnessed-
but was going
I
to tell you
witnessed
what
it.
actually happened.
And then I wrote it down on a piece of paper and kind of pretended
Yeah.
like it was random thought. But yeah,
How many shows did you guys have? Not that many, right?
Like 6.
yeah, probably.
I remember it for a little.
Probably.
song.
We probably did. We definitely did less than 10.
Who was
That's
it?
about 6 or 8.
Someone.
Fries are done.
Fucking Polly.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
We gotta start putting that little video up before each show.
A disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like turn off.
Turn off the volume.
That's why I like making people use their phones. It's like now you can't
use it for anything else.
Now you can't be on your phone during the show. Huh? I mean, who wants to be on their phone during the show?
Oh,
I don't. It's just an
They're all supposed to be
accident.
hanging out and doing drugs and drinking and shit.
Like,
Yeah.
I got a good
drinking sweet tea.
college
Sweet tea.
college band story.
It's my favorite drug.
All right.
Good.
I was in an all bass band, 3 bass players called Wank and Basterio.
What the wait?
I know.
What the fuck did you say right now?
3 bass, no guitar,
Yes!
sometimes
Alright.
keyboard. Wank and Basterio. Look it up. We got a couple good releases out.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's actually a lot of stories about that band, but one in particular, we planned a tour to Erie, Pennsylvania, and back. This venue wanted us there, so we're trying to. I know we had some friends. that played there.
Pennsylvania.
Erie, Pennsylvania,
Yeah,
to be exact.
That's awesome.
So we were going to try and get a gig there, or on the way back we couldn't. So we're just like, all right, we'll drive out there and back.
Yeah.
Now, this band was well known. We had an amazing light show.
Okay.
Yes. We had a van with our equipment in it, and then we had a trailer with our amazing light show in there. It had the park cams, lasers, flip flops, optokinetics, all that.
On
we
the
had
go.
Yes. So we
Oh
took
my
our
God.
amazing light show with us to Erie, Pennsylvania
Oh.
in a van. So, we would stop. Okay, inside the van, we had it kind of set like a mattress. We're chilling. We can hang out, nice and comfy. We stop at a gas station.
Yeah.
I don't get out; they get out. We get to where we're going. They have us stay the night at a little bungalow they had for us.
Cool.
I get there and I realized my shoe had fallen out at that gas stop. I had one
Oh,
shoe
dude.
in Erie, Pennsylvania, because it fell out at the gas station. Now the other guys in the band are
Did
like,
you feel
"Oh man,
eerie?
oh what?"
I'm sorry.
Did you feel?
Did you feel eerie?
Yeah, you do
That's
feel
a good
eerie.
call.
Where's my other shoe?
Oh no, there's a lot more to it.
Okay. All right.
The guys in the band are like, "Oh, we're gonna like send postcards wherever it goes somewhere and say it's from your shoe." "Oh, we miss you. I'm in New Orleans. Signed your shoe."
It's one of those like
But-
message in a bottle.
There
but
was
your shoe.
there's a more urgent issue. I had to get a shoe.
Yeah.
Luckily, this was the van that my Cody, our bass player, used. We're all bass players in that. I'm the bass player. Doc's the bass player. I'm the bass player. Right? He had his old grubby shoes he wore at work at Charlie's and Barney's. So
Yeah.
I had these nasty, grease-covered, sloppy, horrible shoes.
Yeah.
I wore just to go to a store so I can buy an actual pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So we went
You
to
can't
like
come in with no shoes.
we went to the little Erie,
It's so weird going
Pennsylvania.
in places with no shoes. You're like, sorry.
We went to a little shop in Erie, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and I found some shoes. All I had was my checkbook. This is before I had a credit card.
Check
And they're like,
out
"Oh, we don't take out of state checks." I'm like, "Please, look at these. I lost my shoe. I'm wearing these horrible shoes. My
I gotta play in the
bass
band
player
without
left.
bass
Let me
player.
use. Please, can you just let me have these?" And luckily, they took my check, and I got
Oh, okay.
to wear some shoes to our gig.
Okay.
And it's an interesting gig because there was a band that was like trying to be Rush
Okay.
before us.
Yeah.
And they were stick around for Wank and Basterio and their amazing light show. And they stuck around until one guy's like, "Hey, party at my house!" And then everyone like
Everyone's
gone.
set. It was kind of
Well,
a
that's
crazy
cool. You
gig,
had
but-
everything on the go because, like, I see that a lot more, like where bands are playing out of their vans and shit. They're just like rolling up on the street. They got everything there, and they're playing out of their fucking, their fucking what they're traveling with. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool. And then you don't really have to have a gig. You can just roll the fuck up and be like, "Hey, we're playing here."
Wild.
Light show. All
Yeah,
bass players. Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta see some footage of that.
Oh, there was a
shit.
lot of setup. It took hours to set up that light show.
Oh, I bet.
Something went wrong on my screen.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong with his camera? Fix it. Fix it.
All right, Polly, you're on.
Camera's on, bully.
Once
Oh,
again.
Wait, are you back?
I'm back.
Are you back?
I know how to run this. I run this on
there
mine.
he
There we
is.
go.
Nice.
See.
Rich Parker.
Just a different order now. And I can hear.
Oh, he's echoing.
I'm
I'm
echoing.
glad
Yeah.
that-
You know how to fix
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That is really weird.
Why is it not
It's a
muted?
wild scene, man.
Ooh, wow.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Never ending with this fucking StreamYard, man. I swear to God.
They need to streamline the process.
Yeah.
So,
It's better now. I don't have the echo.
Okay, so from Lafayette, why Indianapolis? Why'd you pick to be in Indianapolis?
Oh, I went to art school here,
Oh, yeah,
Heron School of Art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
There
not
you
working right?
go.
It seemed to be working okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
Right. Rock on.
Guess not.
What?
Spit.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I'm running the show. Somebody has to run.
What was your first band in Indianapolis?
Well, Wank and Basterio was kind of what a couple bands I was in turned into.
Okay.
I was in a band called The Plague and the Colostomy Bags. At one
What
point,
the
we
fuck?
merged into the Plague Bags,
God, you got these
and we just
awesome names.
we just
man.
turned into Wank and Basterio.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Playing.
All right. Well, we'll
Excuse
switch it off of bands
Okay. Yeah.
just a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Change it up. We'll
Yeah.
revisit that. I got lots of band stories.
Yeah. So how about we talk about favorite prank that you've pulled?
I don't know if I've pulled pranks really.
Sure, you have. Everybody's pulled a prank, right?
Oh boy.
What
I
the
don't know.
prank? I can think
Yeah.
of mine.
You share yours, maybe it'll jog
Well,
my
mine
memory.
is with Andy Bright. That was probably my best. And it was at the Mill.
Mhm.
He had ordered, it was late night, everybody's fucking drunk. He'd ordered a pizza.
Right.
And frozen still. He wanted to take it home, but he was shooting the shit with us out back. And I was sitting next to Craig Chaos. And Andy was like really in a story, like really telling some shit. So I got up and like snaked behind him and stole the pizza. And I put it behind Craig. All he did not notice. He kept going to stories, talking to people.
Mhm.
And then when he wanted to leave, he was like, "Where the fuck is my pizza?" Oh my God, somebody stole my pizza. So we're like, no one would steal your pizza, blah, blah, blah. So he went in to get another one. And it was cold out. And I remember I was wearing that red fur jacket that you can hide anything in that fucking jacket. But Rob was like, if Jerica's there, go fucking check her.
Yeah.
So Rob came out, made me open it. And the whole time Craig Chaos is sitting there just like, he knows this pizza's behind his, I guess behind his it's behind his ass, really. He's sitting up against the wood and it is behind his ass. So Andy gets another pizza, he's talking, and I just happen to get that pizza and go behind him and set it behind him. So then he freaks out. Oh my, was this pizza here the whole fucking time? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh boy.
And Craig the whole time was like, we gotta tell him it's gone too far, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyways, the Mel took that pizza bag that was behind Craig's ass. And it was a pretty funny prank, though. It was probably my best at the Mel. I like to do pranks in general, especially when I'm drunk and at the Mel. It's pretty fun. But That was the Andy Bright one. Yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, I got you,
Okay.
fucker.
I don't know what we're doing here. I got 2 cameras on me now.
We're talking about oh,
Because you're super awesome, dude.
Uh,
yeah. Did you
Sure,
do any
thanks.
pranks when you were younger? or anything? Not a
I
prankster?
don't know.
I can
If
give
I
you
did,
one
I
if,
don't really
Yeah.
recall.
if
Go
it'll
ahead.
buy you some time.
Yeah.
So I don't know about my favorite prank because I do like to joke around quite
It's
a
real
bit,
fun,
you know.
yeah.
But I remember it was another hot summer day, and I was kind of I've been doing construction work for oodles of years, but I was cleaning out my van on a weekend, and you know the kids were over. They were really small at the time, and I had a work van. Didn't have windows on the sides, but it did have windows in the back, and it had the cage, and also had the steel in the back windows as well, right?
Mhm.
So I had all of the tools laid out in the yard, in the backyard, and you know, I looked over at the boys, and I was like, "I'm gonna take you guys to prison." And so, like, I just ran over and I snatched one of them up and I threw him in the van, and I slammed the door off, and I just took off, and I drove around the block, and I mean, he just started bawling.
Oh,
Dang.
God.
I mean, it was a little mean.
Yeah.
I mean, for like to pull a joke like that on like a
Right.
4-year-old,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Wow.
you know, I just
Effective,
took him
though,
around the
effective.
block, you know, and
That's
it was,
true.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
I was having fun with it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure the terror. Do y'all think like there was one time my son, I took him to the fucking the county fair, what the fuck ever, and he really wanted to go on this ride, and I was like, bro, you don't. Like, it's the one that goes up, and like, oh, it was fucking nuts. And I was like, you really don't want to do this, but he wanted to, and I wanted him to be a boy and to fucking experience it.
That
you
was
know?
fine. I
And
could see that a lot better than this.
yeah, that looks great. He looks great in that.
Because yeah, I'd need my glasses to see that one. So that one is a lot better.
But no, what I was really
Yes,
into
yes.
is once you got
Thank
him
you.
up there, the
I was
terror.
trying to get the light off of him.
He's frozen on my screen now, right?
This thing is now acting weird. This
Yeah,
phone.
it's frozen as fuck.
Yeah, it's
Cannot
What have you
win.
done, Shep?
well, there's nothing wrong with the other camera, really. I don't
So
think.
if anybody
other
wants
camera
to
was fine.
donate money to Chop Liver so we can have professional equipment,
Do you need my
holla.
phone or anything?
I don't know.
The other one
Am
was
I good?
just
Am I
fine.
locked? What's up? There
You're
we go.
frozen.
Hey,
Oh,
how's
yeah,
it
this
going,
is good.
everyone out there in Chop Liver Land?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well, if there's not a prank,
whatever.
yeah,
You
whatever.
prank somebody.
I'm sure I have, man. If I'd had a list of questions beforehand.
Right.
That's
You just
not-
kind of
that's not how
prepare.
this
Yeah, we
works.
don't roll that way.
True.
Okay, so let's.
Well, okay, one.
Mm.
You know, no, okay. Keep going.
Oh.
Thought I had it.
What about? All right, so you're going on the road. What 3 items must you take? What do you have to take with you
On tour or
on tour? Yep.
other than my equipment?
Yes. Obviously, you're taking your amp.
Other things you have to take to make a gig happen.
You gotta have your gear.
And
I
other
mean,
than
are you taking a
underwear,
book? Are you
other
taking? I
than-
mean, what's
other,
happening?
other than the essentials.
What keeps Rich sane on the road?
Well,
Oh, Mikey, the reason why you have sunglasses right now is because Jerica said you should I should put them on you.
Does he still have those sunglasses?
And then I told you should keep them
no.
so you could wear them on stage.
Yeah, they are cool.
Not
sunglasses.
because you made me feel bad. Because you didn't. You made me crack up a lot.
Those are good sunglasses.
yeah, but they are nice.
I lost
Just in
mine.
case.
Wish I
Oh
had
yeah,
that.
here.
Oh, there they are.
well, to get back to that
Make
question,
him feel bad.
a book's good. I'm a big Vonnegut fan.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I've taken a couple with me on tour, but you have to have a change of clothing and underwear.
No, those are
Of course.
essentials. Those
Very
are
essential.
essentials.
Nowadays, you got to have your phone, of course. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
way back when, it's something to entertain you.
Yeah.
Help yourself from going insane. Or sometimes you're in the van, the your guys in the band for hours and hours and hours.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you just need something to distract you, get away from
Yeah.
them.
Like
you
a
know?
Game Boy.
Like a
Or a
Game
book.
Boy.
God.
Books help, but
Yeah.
It's hard to read. It's hard to read though.
I've been
at
on
night.
been on tours to New York, to LA, did a whole Southern Rim tour. Sounds worse than it is, but it was just Nashville and back.
Just
But-
Nashville.
Yeah. There's, when you're flying, you really have to look out for your gear, and you can't take everything with you.
Yeah.
It's like every time we went to LA, we had to check it all in baggage and make sure it's still there. You can't take a whole drum kit. We had to make sure we had rentals or something was at the studio we're going to.
Yeah.
Makes it interesting. It's not like, hey, we're playing down the street or going to the mall. It's like, well, we got to coordinate everything.
Oh, yeah.
Heck, doing a whole tour takes a lot of coordinating.
I'm sure.
Jeez.
So no prank.
Yeah, we pretty much moved past that.
Oh,
Let's move
Yeah.
on, Chef. Come on.
I
Where
never.
are ya?
Pranks, so we're over
Shep
the
never
pranks.
even got to tell us what his prank was.
Yeah, assholes.
Yeah, sorry. Well, if you wouldn't have been so busy effing with cameras.
Maybe if we weren't talking about rim jobs. I got a good one.
Okay.
I got a good one. It doesn't involve Mikey.
Lay it on me. you got?
Okay, so I went to the bank. Went to the bank. I found this. What do you call it? A USB, like a 32 gigabyte USB drive. And I was like, oh, cool. It was like on the ground outside of the bank. And I took it back to my house, and there was no porn on it. I almost threw it away.
Disappointing.
I know. But no, there was it belonged to, it was clearly somebody that was like a writer. And I found their information. So I emailed them. And I said,
This is Dana.
yeah, no. I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. It was in the essence of, I was like, hey, I found your USB drive. If you want it back, I'm going to need $5 million transferred from your overseas account and some large fries
Our fries.
and
really
a
did
sweet
that?
tea.
I'm locked
really
up
did that?
again.
He is locked up again.
McLovin is how I signed
Nice.
it. And then he emailed me back. He's like, is this a joke? And I was like, no, but if you want your USB drive back and you don't want anything to happen to it, I need you to meet me at the Domino's Pizza at 38 Central at 6 p.m. No fuzz. Don't worry about the money, but I'm going to need that sweet tea. McLovin. And he responded, and I sent him a picture, and it's the USB. I have it hanging on the wall, and I've got a fork up to it.
He had to know you were joking at that point.
And then
Oh,
he
yeah.
responds back, please don't do this to my USB drive.
No.
I'll bring the sweet tea, and I swear I won't get the cops involved. And I responded, don't be late, and don't forget it's a sweet tea. And I put up a lighter to it and sent a photo. And so the guy shows up, and I told my staff about it, and they were like waiting. He showed up
Oh, yeah.
at 6:15, and we had a laugh. It was fun, and he got his USB drive back. And then it was all over, and I go to the office and I put the straw in. It's a fucking tea, no sweet tea.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No sweetness?
Yeah,
Ah,
they
that
never
shit
they
is-
never did find
that's
out.
not-
They never found out what happened to him, and they still haven't found his body.
They've never found him.
You don't fuck with the bull.
You don't fuck with sweet
All
tea,
right.
dog. If you want sweet tea and you get unsweetened tea, it's the most.
Yeah, it's very
it's
disappointing.
travesty.
I remember the prank.
He's got one.
All right.
Now,
Way to draw it
prank,
out of
a
him.
prank of sorts.
All right.
So, I work at home. I have for 25 years. Telemarketers were a big pain in the ass. Actually, I had a few unknown calls today. They could have been telemarketers. I don't know. But I used to take the call and mess with them as much as I could.
Oh, yeah.
Because screw you.
Yeah.
Sorry if you have telemarketer friends out there you're making a living. That's okay. But
Yeah.
don't call me.
Don't call me.
So I was living in an apartment at the time. And this guy calls saying he's been installing. He has already set up a few installs for skylights on on my street. My street is nothing but apartments. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I got to mess with this
you're
guy.
gonna get a
It is
skylight in your
impossible to install
apartment.
skylights in an apartment, and I'm in a lower apartment. So
Yeah,
I had to mess with this guy.
of course.
So yeah, I let him do his whole spiel and everything. I'm acting vaguely interested and just enough to bait him so he talks a bit more
Bait
and
him.
convince me that I needed it.
Bait
And-
'em.
And oh yeah, you've been installing these on Audrey's Circle, really? Okay. Finally got to the point where I'm like, so how would it go through my upstairs neighbor's apartment? How would
how does
that
this
work? I just
Yeah.
need to know. Will it be in their way? Can I see into
You
their
have a dual
apartment?
skylight,
And-
like you just look through them.
This is after like his 10-minute
Yeah.
spiel, me being kind of interested, and yeah, he was pretty pissed.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah. Well, scammers don't like
That's
when
a
you
good
call
one.
them out on being a scam.
Yeah.
Fuck Christ.
So
That's funny
kind of a
though.
prank. Yeah,
Yeah, that is a
I've
prank.
done a few of those over the years.
You daring soul. Pranking. Rich Barker pranks people.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Pranking with
I
Rich
used
Barker.
to train people on the phones at Domino's, and to prove a point, because I always tell people like you could be whoever you want on the
Oh,
phone,
yeah.
because people get nervous and stuff like that. And I would just be like, "Thanks for calling Domino's Pizza. This is Howard. How can I make you out today?" Or whatever. Or I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Thanks for calling Domino's Pizza."
Yeah.
This is Dana.
Yeah.
This is
Or I do a real high pitched voice and I sound really weird and be like, "Thanks for choosing Domino's. This is Margaret. How can I take your order?" Just whatever.
I love
And
that
they would
shit.
just be there like cracking. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Watching me take the orders. I would hold through.
Yeah.
Sometimes the customers don't
Nice.
know. But
Right.
I'd also I like to walk up to people on the phone. Sometimes I get a little too ADHD, on the phone. And I walk up to people and they'd be on the phone. And usually it's when I could tell they're getting really irritated. And I get right up behind the ear that the phone's not on. And I go,
Oh boy.
"Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that."
It's funny how people get so nervous on the phone though. I when I was working retail and it's like, dude, it's not that deep. Like you got a pitch to do, but like make it fun. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But people get so nervous when they fucking answer a fucking telephone.
You control the call. You control the
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Don't them tell you what they want on their pizza. You tell them what they want. You tell them they want cheesy bread with jalapenos and bacon. No, I don't. Whatever.
He's got to have the bacon.
Man,
Gotta have
Yeah.
the bacon.
I've done some good pranks though. I've also had some ones
I've got
go
some really good
sideways. Ouch.
Another phone call is a quick one. Is a wrong number, and
Wrong number.
you try not to be a dick, but sometimes you
Yeah.
have to be. And my thing just locked up again. Am I still live?
Well,
This one
You're
was much better,
frozen.
by the way.
You can be
Use the other
heard.
one.
I
There you
like
go.
how this one looked
Yeah,
better
it's
anyway.
fine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there we go.
It's
So-
just not as pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the wrong number. So
Yeah.
I said, well, you dialed a wrong number. Why don't you try unplugging your phone and practicing a few times? When you think you have it right, plug it back in and go for it. And she's like, thanks, dick. And hung up. Well, you got to have fun with them.
No, I love it. I
My
love it.
brother was a big prankster, so like I grew up with that, and you're always trying to one up your big brother about pranks, So pranks were always.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of pranks. Yeah.
I like it when people call me and they're like, "Hey, do you know what this is?" Or do you know, like, "Hey, what's the third album that Metallica put out?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, sure. You got your phone, right?"
Master Puppets.
And nice.
It's
And
true.
and I'm
true.
like, "Okay, open up your browser." And they're like, "Okay, all right. Now go to type this in. GOOGLE.com. Okay.
Oh.
Now you're gonna see this like rectangle. Okay. What you're gonna want to do is click on that. Click.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
It's like
Just
yeah,
Google
when
it!
someone's asking what something is.
It's 2014.
All the knowledge you ever want.
Still to
just
this
Google
day,
it.
people are like, what's that on Facebook? Like, if there were only an engine we can use to search for that.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kids get it. Kids
Yeah.
get it.
Kids get it. Yeah.
Generation A1,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
now.
That's right. We got
That's
the Wolf brand chili
Wolf brand.
and cheese whiz.
We need to get another one of these bows.
You sound crazy in these headphones, right?
I meant sure, Mike.
Sunglass Rich is a different Rich.
What?
He's so delayed in mine. Is this really happening? Like he just now took off the sunglasses. Oh my God.
We're using the Wi-Fi too much because
Well,
you're running off Wi-Fi.
I am, yeah.
And then he's running off.
We should all
Wi-Fi.
pretend like we're locked up. We might lose viewers that way. It's like, oh,
I like.
locked up. Yeah. See what else is on.
See, we'll just. There you
Jerry's
go.
committed though.
I'm committed.
Jerry's in it.
I thought we were really doing it.
Here.
It's like the end of a Chips up.
We lost audio. There
Oh no.
Did I bump it?
we, here, we'll move.
Sometimes I bump things.
There we go.
Oh,
All right.
Fist bump. All of us. There we go.
Boosh, boosh,
Boom,
boosh,
boom, boom.
boosh, 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 boosh.
Here's you guys at home. Fist bump us. Come on.
Wait a minute.
Smack your screen.
Why am I on top now?
Now wipe it off, you bastard.
I don't know. I don't know.
Now it's all locked up.
Wait a minute. I was on top earlier.
Why is he locked up?
Well, this thing locked up instead of this one now.
If you ain't first, you're last.
It makes it
It'll be
interesting.
okay.
Oh well. Okay.
We are now accepting cash donations for chopped livers.
Or in tots. Tater tots.
So we can. So
No
we
tater
tater
tots?
tots. I
Yeah.
fucking hate tater tots. No tater tots.
You don't like tater tots?
No,
I
What
like
is
tater
wrong
tots.
with you, Jerica?
Yes. What is wrong with you?
I do like a little tater tot. I do a
Okay.
little bit, a little
Okay.
bit. but
Tater
not a lot.
tots with frickin' barbecue pulled pork
I'm not a potato person.
All
I'm not a
right.
potato
and
person.
and
I'll
burp.
give that a 7.2.
That was
I'm
pretty
trying
decent.
to outdo him. I need to burp.
That was about a 9 in my book as far as I go.
Does anybody want to swig a whiskey?
I'll take one.
Good.
I don't. I just don't want to drink this like whole pint by myself. It was a half. It was a half a fifth. So a pint, right? That's a half a fifth, right?
No,
No, I don't fucking know.
it'd be like 2.5 pints,
Okay.
roughly.
I don't.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about pursuing a career in a Simpsons voice?
I've been trying to do some voice
character?
acting. I've done a little bit. I've done some commercials, but I'd like to do some more.
You actually have done some commercials.
You know, there's a lot of people hiring for like
Cool.
reading audiobooks. I think you would be
I'd like to.
really good.
As
for
long as you
that.
got the Wolf brand chili.
You got that.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've developed a lot of characters from working at home and talking to myself.
Oh yeah.
When you work by yourself,
Yeah, dude.
you only got
that's
yourself
how-
to talk to.
When you're alone,
That's how I've done it.
And you
Yeah.
kind of like play around with it.
So
For
I've
sure.
developed some
Uh,
characters and
Jeanette
stuff.
Carey, she gave you an 8.5.
What?
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
better beat that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's like, dude, like I worked so many hours by myself at Domino's that it would basically be like it would be me, and all the time I'd be like talking to like inanimate object, and like, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay on the table. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I talk a lot to myself.
I entertain my iguana sometimes with some interesting
Oh.
voices.
I like practicing my voices when I'm by myself. Like I try to work on my Russian when no
Yeah.
one's around.
No, I totally had a segment for Ram and Bull where one of them did it. Rich Barker walking his iguana. I just wanted you and your iguana just like walk
All right,
around.
yeah.
Does he walk around? Are you-
Yeah, he gets out of
Yeah?
the cage a couple
Oh,
times,
yeah, yeah.
about every other day.
I think it'd be cool, like
Takes
just
a bath,
Rich Barker in the streets
Has
with
his
his
little
iguana.
bathroom breaks.
Oh.
Hey, he's a
Yeah.
cool dude.
He's a cool dude. How long have you had him?
I've had him 21 years. He's
Yes,
22.
Yeah,
he was a
that's
year
the
old when I
motherfuckers
got
about
him.
those too, man. They're fucking.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
That's super cool. I can't imagine having a pet for that long. I
So
had a
it's pretty
turtle
cool.
for a
Well,
little
wait,
bit.
how
It's-
old is Smokey then?
Well, no, but I got Smokey from an animal shelter about
Oh, okay.
3
gotcha.
years ago.
Yeah, all right.
So he's an old motherfucker, but he was an old motherfucker when I got him.
Ew.
But I mean, I've had pets like growing
Mm-hmm.
up and stuff for like, but an iguana in 20 some years, that's fucking insane.
Mhm.
That's insane.
He's my buddy, my boy.
Boy. I was gonna say it's about that time of the show. As of last week, we're starting now. When we get to like just over an hour in, we're gonna start.
We're doing it early, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna start running
Jared.
people's names through the dirt. So
Oh,
go ahead, Rich. If
Oh.
You'll never get that. out of us.
Ah,
I don't think Rich will participate.
I know. I'm joking.
running PRN and booking and being in bands for
Right.
so long, you run into a lot of ups and downs. But I
Oh,
try and keep
yeah.
a positive attitude.
Oh
you
yeah.
have
Oh
to.
yeah.
You have
Give
to be
people
very
second
understanding.
chances, benefits of doubts.
I
But
was gonna say
some people do wring your neck and you just want to
whoever just
Wow.
burped got a 7.7.
That was
Yes,
Jerry.
thank you. Oh,
Nice.
he got an 8.5 though. Come
Yeah,
on.
I guess you're gonna have to
Well, I
work on
mean,
that, Jerry.
Wow.
in all reality, his was a little bit better. So,
Oh,
All
we'll
right.
work on that.
Wow.
I impressed even
Jeez,
myself with
Pauly.
that one. But
jeez.
Jeez. I
Yeah.
can't burp. I like literally physically can't burp. I'm sunburnt. That's how it works.
Sunburp.
Sunburp. No, I literally I've got no carbonation over here. I've got nothing. Now, if I chugged a beer, I'll blow y'all
There
out
are
of the water.
beers in the
11.6.
11.6
Oh,
on the Schefter
The
scale.
breathalyzer.
Oh, no,
There we
man,
go.
I'm gonna get a beer. Anyone need a beer?
I'm good.
Well, I mean, if you're going to get up,
Well, we'll take some Wolf Brand chili, some cheese whiz.
Wolf Brand chili.
If I get in the zone, I can get a good Sam Elliott voice going. But I gotta.
Actually, I was getting ready to. I was gonna like tighten up my mustache and go for it. You know, yeah.
There's your moral of
I-
the story there.
I really,
With the Wolf Brand.
really like him as an actor.
Yeah, he is good.
Just, yeah, dude.
So when we actually, what time is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about at an hour. We should
Yeah.
probably.
Oh,
Well,
well,
it'll go by pretty quick.
okay. I mean, that's cool. You know.
We can talk about tacos for a long time.
Well, actually, speaking of tacos, I must have ate about 30 of them Saturday night.
Did
Crikey.
you? After you?
I didn't
left
get to
here?
try that taco truck. Was it?
It was
good?
delicious.
Was
It
there a
was
taco truck at
delicious.
the mill?
I bought tacos,
Oh, I
and
wasn't
then
there. Yeah.
and then I had friends buying me tacos.
Ah.
It was.
I did get
it
to
was
try that
just
hot
amazing.
sauce.
Yeah.
Hot sauce was really good.
Oh man, the one I wasn't there last weekend. They had
Yes.
taco truck.
Yeah, the
Yes.
tacos, tortas, burritos, and
Nice.
More.
Dude.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Nachos.
Wait, last time I got a taco. No, I got a burrito at the Mountains when
And-
JJ Pearson was
Yeah.
doing
he's
and
making
you know
some
what
killer wraps.
happened? I ordered a fucking burrito from him and I didn't even fucking eat it. He made it for me. I was like, I'll eat it later. And he put it up for me. And I never got it.
Oh.
But I've had his fucking
Criminy.
burritos and they're fucking great. Thank you. The Mel should have a little taco.
Yeah,
Mel should have a little
My hair
truck
looks
out
more
there.
vibrant with that phone.
Oh, yeah, it does.
There we
All
go.
I did is flip the phone.
Yeah.
I had the wrong camera on.
You flipped the flip phone. Yeah, the front facing.
Now everybody looks great except for Jerry.
Hi.
No, it's the camera.
That's all right. What's wrong with my camera?
What?
It's not an iPhone. You want to go grab your phone?
Well,
It's
you
a
said
Mac.
You said you wanted
I know.
my
I know.
really.
I just
Crying out loud.
I thought it would hang out.
Son of a. Okay,
All right, so
we're good.
I get it, dude. I get it. Titty down.
Oh, you can't make this. You can't make this shit up. Don't hang your headphones on your microphone. It'll knock over the mic stand.
is my face red? Because my titty sure is.
This
No,
show's being
dude, you're
hijacked.
fine.
People.
Told you
We're
about
good.
that nude sunbathing.
I mean,
Shep.
it would. Yeah, I know. It would be better if, we had prepared for. I just. Is it charged? No, yeah. Yeah, we should. This is how it goes. Of course, look at fucking 4G over here.
And I locked up again, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's all right. You look great though. Your mouth ain't moving, but you sound amazing.
But can people still hear me?
Oh,
That's
with
the funny
Craig?
thing.
What is
Sorry.
Jeanette saying?
Craig?
Read that to us, Shep.
Everyone is a winner for doing it. No bad belches. You should have an international competition featuring Craig Meanich
Yes.
now
Chaos.
some week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Craig Chaos? No. I'm sure he could out fart me. I don't think he
I don't want to be present for that contest.
Taco time. No. No one wants to be
Boom, boom,
present for that.
Oh.
I grabbed another beer. Did you need a beer?
Well, I asked you to get me one.
Oh,
but
okay. Then I
totally.
did grab two for the right reason. I was like, I grabbed two.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Oh my! Oh, Craig's watching.
Craig is watching. Hi, Craig.
What's up, dude?
Hi, Craig.
Hey, you can see Craig, Greg, and I tomorrow on the PRN live feed show.
Oh yeah. Is he going to be in his bathroom again?
That's only when Greg's not home.
Oh, okay. Greg will be there this time.
What? Why the
go.
bathroom though? Does it have-
I don't know why. Why does he pick the bathroom?
He
every
thinks
time?
it has the best lighting.
It does.
He's got something to
And
sit
he's
on.
got that nice.
If he
little-
has to take a leak, he can take a leak.
Yeah.
See now your camera is perfect. I don't get it. I don't understand this shit.
Is mine or Jerica's?
I don't think my
Jerica's.
camera's perfect. It's not. Doesn't look as good.
It's
as
the
yours.
lighting. The lighting could
Mine's
be
locking
better.
up every few minutes.
It's
but
really.
hey, whatever.
Yeah, you're the lockup.
Yeah.
Just stop moving.
Stop.
Just hang.
All right.
Just
You know,
don't move.
If I
Oh, we
stop
got
moving,
Tony.
no one I lock
Flying
up.
Move the mic in front of your mouth and then don't move.
Did
Do this.
Tony even comment anything?
Yeah, dude, it's been a great time.
Yeah. What? I don't
Great
think he
time.
said anything at all. It was just.
Oh, we got Travis.
I think he just-
Nathaniel.
I
If
think
you're
he, like-
going to stink. Oh, I'm in. Oh yeah. Okay. Travis is in for the stang.
Down for the fart off.
Hey.
I believe that.
Tony Davis said
New contender.
absolutely
Travis,
nothing.
how's your COVID
He did
doing?
see. I
dude?
didn't say
He
anything.
said nothing.
How's your lawn care? Trimming the hedges.
Homo and blow.
Homo and blow. Woo.
That covers it all.
Full service.
Dude, yeah, that's good. As soon as we I believe so we're gonna be moving Ram and Bull Don't Fit into Wednesday, and it's gonna air before Midweek Crisis.
You lost me.
So Ram and Bull Don't Fit In is a variety show that we all do.
Yeah, we have it.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we're
yeah.
bringing it back.
I don't think you've ever
You
seen
just
it.
got
have you?
pranked.
And we're gonna- yeah.
I was on the first
Best
episode.
prank ever. Woo.
And we're gonna air
Good
it
job.
before this show. So 7:30
You lost me.
basically start time.
You lost me.
From there we'll come into this show.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what we'll do.
I'm still lost.
because
okay.
every Wednesday is Midweek Crisis.
that's right. Every Wednesday is Midweek
Midweek
Crisis.
Crisis.
Midweek
Gonna
Crisis.
shout it like we do punk rock now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's
literally just gonna
That's exactly
steal
what's
it.
gonna happen.
We're just gonna steal that.
Yeah.
We're gonna run with it.
We can go the crisis theme. It's
Well, that's how we'll
Midweek
close
Crisis.
Raymond Bull, and we'll close this show with that.
You lost me.
See,
He's long.
when we did the live party radio show, we used to always end it with punk rock night.
And Shop Smart.
Well, yes, of
Yeah,
course. So we still end
yeah.
this with that. Shop
Yeah,
smart,
yeah.
shop S smart. Don't talk to strangers.
Shops.
Well, yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I don't know if anybody even catches this, but we start this show like, hello, this is Midweek Crisis, and my name is Bullshit. And now the way
And Dana.
and as always,
Dana.
Polypunk. Now here's the thing. Now that's how we do it now. Now back in the day, it used to be coming to you live from Horror Church. This is Shipwreck Shep hanging out always with Polly Punk, Pee Wee Herman, and whoever the fucking else.
Uh-huh.
But
Can I be Pee-wee?
what?
Show of hands. Who's going to watch Pee Wee Herman next week?
I didn't know Pee Wee Herman. Are you talking about?
What's happening?
Are you talking about Ruben? What's his name? Paul Ruben.
Paul Rubens in town.
I don't know.
Is he
Just
really?
Joking. I don't know.
I
Does
was
he-
like, what?
I was
Does he do
actually
stand-up?
making a joke.
Does he do stand-up comedy
Prank.
in adult movie theaters or something?
Coming to you live. from
Sounds like a
Grass
sticky
Blast.
situation.
He's not.
If he
He's
is.
not pulling a prank. He's pulling
He's
a
a
wank.
yank.
What's like?
Or
What's,
a wank.
what's
Yeah,
the word of the
that's
day?
probably right.
Masturbation.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh no. I'm gonna take a swig to that one. As the viewing count goes up,
That's pretty funny, right there.
we're I don't know. We're just gonna do whatever we're gonna do over here. We're just gonna do whatever we're gonna do.
Weird over here.
Yeah,
Ernest.
Ernest.
He
Oh, I
passed
love
away,
Ernest.
didn't he?
Who?
Yeah.
he's
Paul
gone,
Rubin?
dude.
Yeah,
Paul
he's been
Rubin
gone a
died.
Ernest.
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 Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's
Ernest
my
P.
fave.
World.
that was
Jim
a while-
Varney was his
Jim
real
Varney,
name.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
JV.
JV.
Jim
He did
Varney.
not
I
masturbate
loved
in an
him.
adult theater.
I don't think he ever masturbated.
Probably
No,
didn't.
never. That's
What you talking about, Vern?
Oh my god, man! I
We
say
went
that
there.
way more than I should ever say that too. I like literally. I used to say it a lot more, but now I say other things that are
Oh, well,
ridiculous. But you know what I mean, Vern?
That's it.
Yeah. Usually, yeah.
He was on a really good episode of The Simpsons too, playing a carny,
Oh no
yeah,
shit.
yeah, he
Mhm.
did. Yeah.
where he grifted the Simpsons out of
Mhm.
their house. That's a good one.
How often do you say Simpsons did it?
I don't say it like that. You know, that's a South Park reference to The Simpsons, but I make Simpsons
Right.
references constantly.
Yeah, you do.
If something reminds me of an episode, I usually say something about it.
Hell yeah.
I always admire that, like retaining that kind of information. Craig Chaos definitely is one of those fucking people.
Yeah.
Like the
Seinfeld.
quote.
That's why my
Seinfeld,
my Simpsons
but
trivia team was so
everything,
good.
Like it's
the whole team really.
everything. It's like, oh, I thought you were actually talking to me for a second. No, you're referencing something. But I do admire that way to like remember a line or something. I'm not that type. Like I
Once
can
you
watch
see
it.
these episodes forever, so
See,
many times. Yeah.
I-
Well, yeah, I feel you.
I reference Rich whenever somebody says tacos at work or anywhere. I'm like, tacos. But I'm not referencing South Park. I mean, Simpsons. I'm referencing Rich
Oh,
because you say tacos
yeah.
quite a bit.
I take it to the
Tacos.
next level. Okay, you know that the character on Star Wars, the original one, A New Hope, in the War Room, the old dude. He had a distinct way of speaking, and
Oh
I
my
do a little
God.
taco spiel with him.
I'm sorry, dude.
What's
Jeanette
it?
Carey
Read this.
with
Read
the, with this,
Read it.
like,
Just
dude,
didn't get caught.
ninth inning, down by one score,
Oh,
bases loaded. Jeanette Carey, grand slam, wins the World
Grand
Series
Slam.
on that
You
one.
get a 9.9.
9.9, Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Way to carry the show
Just
for
didn't
us.
get caught.
Hell
A man
yeah.
coming of age before home video and the internet.
We need to have her on the
Yes,
show.
we do.
am I locked
Yes,
up
Time
again?
is running up. You need to
You
email
are
us,
locked out.
You
Jeanette.
are.
You are
We
locked
are
out.
chopped
As long as you can
liver
still hear me.
You got that Stevie Wonder look
at
right now.
gmail.com.
Ooh, Stevie Wonder.
How do I stop being locked up?
Yeah, can we not? He's been locked up.
See,
for-
people didn't know
Oh,
that was my
Your
burp.
burp brought it back.
Thanks to
Oh.
Crichton.
We'll just double it up.
No, take the other one away.
Now we're getting echoes.
Take
I
that
got
one
rid of it.
away.
All right, good.
Which one?
Now I'm on the other camera. I like to move that.
He just keeps
He looks-
freezing.
It's okay.
Why?
Well, I could hook it up to the Wi-Fi.
Hook it up to the Wi-Fi.
We got an 8.1. What about that one, Jeanette?
That was not as good as the last
Yeah,
one. I
you get a
believe.
9.9.
First one was the best, I think.
I'm about to chug a beer.
Who is
Let me get one of them
Jeanette?
Tritons. You got an extra one for me?
It's my
I
last
like
one,
how
sorry.
you brought your own cooler.
Too good for the hams.
I've seen the show.
Well,
She
I know
still
how
gave
you
an
roll.
8.1, dude.
well, I actually
That's
have.
not bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tip our average show. You got 2 hours left and you were out of beer.
I only brought one. I don't drink as much these days.
That's
Oh,
okay.
sip
That's
that.
really
Sip it.
that's really smart though.
Sip, 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 sip,
I am.
I
Well, that's the
usually-
thing. I'm drinking it a little quicker than I wanted because I don't have a place to sit it.
Oh no!
Sit
I'll
on
take
your
another sip.
cooler.
Move,
Sit
move
on
your
your
monitor
cooler.
back.
There you
Soft,
Move
it's
your
a soft
monitor back.
cooler.
It's all good.
Well, I have been, but it's a bit of a reach. That was good. Forced at the end though.
It was. I was trying to.
It's
draw
got to
it out.
roll out.
It was not. It's not in the 8.
Oh, Rich gets the nice room. Oh, okay, Peter.
Oh,
okay.
Peter.
That's
Peter
right,
wants to come
Peter.
to my house. Don't
Yeah.
you? Come on over, Peter.
Give me that camera.
This one.
Yeah. Well, camera's on you, Jerry. Have fun.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
Whoa.
Oh, who's got the butter?
I thought you were handing me the camera. I didn't realize it was on the stand.
It was the whole thing.
I was like,
Okay, I didn't know you. I didn't have the
I
whole
was,
thing.
I'm running the show and not looking as I grab things.
I don't know if I really like this camera just being on you. You know, it's a little weird.
Oh, don't freak out. You'll be okay.
Ask me a question.
You're right.
I'm good.
Ask
Ask me a question.
Okay, I can
All right.
ask you a question.
All right, yeah, ask me a question. All
all
right,
right,
all right.
Why do you dye your hair red specifically?
I've done
I mean,
a lot of-
I've
I've
seen
done
you
a
do
lot of
other
colors.
colors,
I've done
but
a
you
lot of
always
colors.
go back to red.
I like red a lot.
Yeah.
Blue would be my second favy.
I know that.
I don't want black hair no more, and my hair's pretty much black. So no, I like red. Red just fits me better. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a question.
pretty much. Okay, hi, Rich. Hi.
You're
Hi.
Hi, Rich. Hi, Jerica.
Hi. What are
Hello.
your favorite pizza toppings?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this pizza from Giacomo's that's like really got me
Bring it.
hooked. And okay, so it's called, what's it called? DP? GP? GP.
DP.
GP.
They double every topping.
Wheel. Okay, so it's sausage, like that ground sausage.
Yeah.
It's got bacon on it. I
Yeah.
can't remember the cheese on it. It's got peanut Thai sauce on it.
Sounds good.
And then it's got dill pickles and jalapenos. And I
Damn.
hate dill pickles, but I'm telling you, this pizza is like, if you hate dill pickles, you're going to love it.
I haven't had pickles on a pizza. I've heard that's a
Dude,
thing.
It
I
is
need
so
to
good.
try it.
And something about that
Interesting.
peanut sauce with the dill. It's the sausage, peanut sauce, jalapenos, and the dill pickle. That but if we're just like going plain Jane, I want pineapple on a pizza. I
don't
do.
mind that.
And I want barbecue on it.
I'm down with all that.
So barbecue pizza from OG places, from Giacomo's, GP. Try the GP. It's fucking great.
I've heard great things about Giacomo's. I have not been yet.
You know,
Okay,
they have a
well.
lot of variety, and I'm just gonna say that's the pizza. Like, fuck their crust, it's really not that great. Fuck their fucking dough, it's really not fucking great.
It's
It's
the
the
way they
peanut
put their pizza
sauce.
together for sure.
They gave us one
The
the other
Giacomo
day.
pizza
I
is
ordered one
amazing.
the other day, and they were out of pickles, and I was like, "Please take this back. This is not the same pizza, and I do not like it." Something about the
So,
dill pickle with the
Yeah,
peanut
I
sauce.
haven't tried that one. I've tried a few of their pizzas.
Yeah,
My favorite, and that one
yeah.
after I try it may be my
It's
new
kind
favorite.
of a newer one, yeah.
But I've always leaned towards the Slaughterhouse Five. But
Slaughterhouse
I'm
Five
a
is good,
meat
but that's a
eating
meaty-
SOB.
Their
So,
lasagna
Vonnegut
one-
reference too.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a Vonnegut.
It is.
My brother is
Yeah.
a very today is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday. He's
Oh.
my Irish twin. He's 11 months.
Nice.
Today is his
Ah.
birthday, and he loves Kurt Vonnegut. I'm not so
What's
much
his
of a
name?
fan. His name is Matthew James
Happy birthday, Matthew.
Richard. Yeah, it's his birthday today.
I bet he likes the Wolf Brand chili.
Uh, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I love the
Wolf
time that
Brand.
we're the same age for a little bit. Because I'm the
Wow.
4th and he's the
Yeah.
22nd. So for there
Oh,
for
wow.
a little bit of a time, we are the same age. And it's like,
Wild.
fuck you, I'm the same age.
Oop. Don't need that or what?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, is Rich good now?
I don't know. Am I ever good?
Well,
Bad. I was drawn that way.
Speaking of books, aside from Kurt,
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
what's your favorite read? I mean,
Well, most of the novels I read are Vonnegut's. I was just a big fan of his.
Yeah.
I did have fun in the woods. Thank you for asking.
But as far as other than that, I like. I hope it's not too cheesy to say I like the Dan Brown books.
No,
Uh,
that's
'cause
not at all, dude. He's
being in-
very
Well, first one was the Da Vinci Code, and
Yeah.
being a graduate of art
Yeah.
school, took
Yeah.
5 semesters of art history, loved it. So it was like an adventure through art history with a murder mystery. It was,
dude. He's a
loved
very
it, so.
great. He's a great author.
Yeah, I like
There's
a lot
a
of his
reason
other
he's
stuff,
got so
too.
many fucking books because he's great. So,
They are
yeah.
quite good. The movies haven't quite done it justice.
They
They're all
never
right.
do.
There was just
No.
a mini series too.
What
They
was
did
it?
a whole season of a show based on his most recent
Yeah.
book, The Lost Symbol. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That one did not have Tom Hanks, but it was still pretty good.
No, Tom Hanks.
I love those films.
Yeah. How about you
Some of
guys?
my
Favorite
favorites.
authors?
Go ahead.
Well, I worked in Borders Bookstore for a long, hot minute, and it was like one of my favorite jobs ever because I was like an inventory supervisor, so I could order in whatever I want, and you
Mhm.
got to check out books like it was a library,
Right.
you know. So as long as no one was buying the book, you could check the fucking book out. So, my favorite author, I'm gonna say it's probably William Burroughs. I don't know, something about him. He's gonna probably be my favorite, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of really good writers.
I am a huge Bukowski fan, actually. I like Letters from the Post Office.
Yeah.
And also love George Orwell,
Yeah,
which is kind of an obvious one, I guess. But,
yeah, it's not obvious. It's good.
you know,
I always thought Vonnegut was Orwell with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
can
yeah,
definitely
there's
see
some
that.
very good Orwell out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bukowski's one of my favorites too. My
I
favorite
just
poet.
like the thing about Bukowski is he's very
Yeah.
dirty, and he
Mhm.
will tell you exactly
Well,
what's
he's
on
really
his
good
mind.
about the layman
And-
terms of breaking down like your everyday, like, but he was a drunk and all that. His poetry is really great, but his short stories are fucking like I have Tales of Ordinary Madness up there. It's fucking awesome. And it's just a book of short stories. He's really great at it. He gets more acknowledged for his poetry, but short stories, that guy is a banger for. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite author, Shep?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr.
For
Seuss.
sure. Hard hitting. Always.
Yes, true. I can't believe they
I could
actually
go
did hop
on.
on pop.
I mean, I read a bunch of different authors, and I will say, since I was a kid, that I've always really enjoyed the books. I think they're called ghost stories or haunted places or something.
Yeah.
It's like black outlining with red lettering at the top. I can't remember, but I've always really enjoyed those.
Where's Waldo?
I don't really want to break it down. I've literally read every author that you guys have mentioned, every single one of you.
Yeah.
Well, like R.L. Stein, he was a big one for me when I was growing up. And like Fear Street.
Oh my goodness.
All of them.
Fear
Yeah.
Street and
All
all
of
that
them.
shit. Like R.L. Stein is definitely to be recognized. as,
I
like,
read a
an
lot of Stephen
amazing-
King growing up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stephen
yeah.
King too.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite Stephen King is it's called On Writing, and it's a book that he made about how you write or whatever. But it was really
Excellent.
interesting about how he approaches
I'd like to hear his
writing.
process. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I loved about it. It was great.
I'd actually really like to go see his house. Like,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't he
In
live
Maine.
in Pennsylvania?
Maine.
He lives in Maine.
Maine.
Yeah, that's right.
So
He does live in Maine.
stuff in Maine.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you guys
Maine
ever
is beautiful.
ever read the Young Indiana Jones book series?
No.
I read them all. I had to. I also really loved buying, like, when I was a kid, I would buy the books from all the movies that I really liked.
Mhm.
So I would like read the books after I watched the movie.
I'm
There's nothing wrong with that.
And now I'm older and I read the
Yeah.
books before I watch the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so
So-
jaded about it. Like there's a bunch like Fight Club or Choke or something. It's like there's so much essence of that book that we're totally fucking missed. So I'm such a snob when it comes to actually
Yeah. Adaptations.
yeah. Or like it was the Rum Diary. That was my one that I had a lot of beef with because I do like
I don't know a person that doesn't have beef.
Well,
It's a horrible movie. It's one of
Well.
Johnny Depp's worst.
But here's the thing about the stigma of Rum Diary. It was one of what Hunter S. Thompson to be his worst book, but it was his only fiction fucking novel. It was the only one. And it's a great book. It's not totally fiction. It's based on a lot of things in his life when he was there, but it was his fiction novel and he hated it. Then he finally was like okay with the idea of it being something. And yeah, they fucking ruined it. Johnny Depp, you knew Hunter S. Thompson and you fucking ruined it.
Did
You
you
should
ever
have put
Did
some
you ever see
fucking-
Where the Buffalo Roam with Bill
Yeah,
Murray?
and I loved it.
Yeah, I did
like
too.
it.
I was like, yeah.
Well,
Yes,
but
yeah.
it was fucking amazing. It was great. But
I was totally
Yeah.
stoked because I was allowed to watch it when I was a
Yeah.
kid, but I always wanted to watch it. My dad would never let me.
Rum Diary, there are some key points in that fucking book.
Well,
that they leave
Knocking
out.
them out of the park tonight.
Oh, that's a long one.
Books
Hold
are
on.
always the best. Jeanette.
Last
Cool.
days.
Yeah. So to digress, my favorite writers of all time are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I'm just kidding.
Weren't those the Beatles?
No, but I definitely. So news flash. I went to church. 8.9, bruh. Holy
What
fuck.
the fuck?
Get some competition,
Jeanette.
bitches. Come on, bring it.
hey,
well,
I'm
he's running out of beer, so it's just about to get
Yeah.
real.
I'll be done.
I'm about to bring it.
And I used to do Bible. What do you call them? Like
Bible studies?
Mad
like
Libs.
we had state competition.
Bible Mad Libs. That would be nuts.
We had
That would
state
be.
competitions,
Mhm.
and my church group it's Lutheran churches or whatever, but
Yeah.
we would win every year.
What? Remembering Bible verses?
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that
it-
is a
like,
hot ass thing.
Mark, yeah, and is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are the 4 books.
Yeah.
So
And that's
I
how
sh-
you
I
were
know my shit.
That's how you were popular in the Christian school that I was in. Was like, how many fucking Bible verses do you know? It's like, what the fuck is this fucking bullshit? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that answer flowed
Yeah,
well with
dude.
them.
The Bible verses I heard, I was like, dude, you really memorized that shit. Yeah, you didn't take it personal though.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know Jesus. I know Jesus pretty well. He works at Subway at 38th and Meridian.
Yes, he does. Did he get hit by a car?
He did get hit by a car.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you pray on it?
I don't know.
I think Winky did. Winky prayed on.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was there when Jesus got
Oh,
hit.
that's right.
Daggers.
Bible Mad Libs.
Bible man.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Peter likes
That
it.
was pretty
Peter
funny.
liked it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Peter, now we got this. We got this. Yes.
Well, I guess we should probably talk about it now that we've brought up the Holy Spirit, the Trinity.
Holy spigot.
So every show we bring up this conversation. And we're starting a little early this week because I already know Rich. and
We
I
already talked about Erie, Pennsylvania.
Erie,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, losing your fucking
Look.
shoe.
no cover.
That was on the way there. Yeah.
It's getting dark in here.
It is.
Yeah, might have to turn the lights up a little bit.
It's darker now.
Can you take me off?
Yep. Removing.
Jerry needs more light.
I know that's what I'm gonna do
It was
too.
really dark.
Actually, we'll just remove me for a second.
Do
Oh,
it-
no, I
let's
can't
do all
remove me.
rich. Can we do just all rich?
Yeah, all Rich all the time.
Rich,
oh, Rich all the
What's so
time.
special about me?
Rich, tell us about your paranormal
Well,
Oh.
experience.
Well, I don't want to be the only one on screen for this. You guys had
Yeah,
gotta
we
have
need- we
reactions.
need,
You're supposed to be
Gotta have
the main
reactionary
guest
tales.
here.
True.
You
Yeah,
are.
yes.
Mm.
Some of this involves audience reactions and participation.
exactly.
And they all left.
Yeah, they did.
Just me now.
Well,
I guess I'm chopped liver. Oh, we got Polly here.
you are chopped liver. Let's not be. let's
We've
not
all felt
kid
that
anyone.
way at some point. But, you know, that's why we got each other, really. Nice to be hanging with friends that are also awesome and our friends.
right?
That's how it works.
You just got your hair did
Yeah.
just right across the street.
Down the street here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Travis, which we'll be seeing this Saturday because he's in the run up playing the Saturday punk rock night.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoop.
yes.
Nice
You should
catch.
see what's going on behind the scenes here. Lights falling.
It's hard to run these things without an actual studio and money.
True.
It's not going too bad though. I mean, you know, a little screen pause here and there. It's okay.
It hasn't
Yeah.
been bad.
It's not been bad.
I've been on worse podcast, webcast.
So yeah, that's actually a good point. How many podcasts and different interviews do you think you've given? I mean, just kind of a rough guesstimate. Not
If you don't count every Thursday when we do the PRN live
Yeah,
feed, and we did
obviously.
a live feed every day during the shutdown. I've been interviewed on a few things. There was that one punk cast. It's been a few. I don't know. Been interviewed for newspapers and whatnot, mainly sort of
Yeah.
PRN stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you have it. I don't know if anyone, any of the viewers have any questions. But I think we're going to enter our paranormal segment of the
Still-
show.
Need more light, huh?
I'm fine with it. This looks rather
It's some interesting lighting on you, Jerry, but
Yeah, I'm too.
I wouldn't say
bright.
it's bad.
Look at that shiny
Got a little
down.
glare there, Shep.
Shiny down. All right.
Glare, Shep.
Well, let's hear it, Rich. Huh?
Well, there are several stories. I guess I'll start with kind of how I got into some of the paranormal stuff. I went, as I mentioned earlier, I went to Heron School of Art.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right,
Gift for you at
Jeanette,
home.
we need a grade. Hurry.
I'm gonna
hurry.
say that was like
So the senior year at Heron, for the design students, they have you build a scale model museum. Luckily, they don't anymore because that really doesn't help you in the real world. But what you did first semester is you built a scale model museum. And then the second semester, you built support materials, like you're trying to get brochures and whatever that will support the museum. But my partner and I, we developed the theme. We would have an UFO and aliens themed museum called Visitors from Beyond. Beauty.
Damn.
Get it, girl.
I don't even know who that was. Jerry?
Yeah.
Who, Jerry?
Yeah.
So to do research for this, we wanted to make a really cool museum. I read a lot of books and stuff, and it really got me into it, thinking about it and talking about it. And this was before the X-Files came out, because that's when it was fine and safe to talk about aliens and UFOs.
Yeah, it's
But,
definitely out there.
I was talking about it before it was cool and freaked some people out. I wasn't talking about it like I absolutely believed it. It was just a curiosity, a
Well, it's an
conversation
idea.
piece.
Yeah.
But some people picked up on that and told me their stories.
Yeah.
Which made it interesting. But yeah, we had a cool museum. It was fun because like I took my roommates and took pictures of them and shrank them down and made them look like aliens. Made it look like people were walking through the museum. It was
Oh,
a
that's
real scale model
cool.
museum.
Yeah.
We got a good grade on it, and then after a few months, we put some fireworks in it and blew it up.
Okay.
There's some photos that survived.
Yeah. Have you had any like alien experiences? Like
Me,
where you
no.
thought you
Well,
saw you?
okay. Well, I was taking a friend of mine to work at
Yeah.
like 3:34 in the morning.
Yeah.
And him and I had already talked about stuff and,
Shot the shit.
into the rain. Yeah,
Yeah.
just into the whole concept and all that.
Yeah.
And this is a car I had with a sunroof, so you can look up and see the sky. Well, it was pretty foggy out, and it was like there was a flickering light right above us. No noise, just extremely bright flickering light right above us for a few minutes while we're driving. We're only like, we're just looking up and taking them to work.
You're like, what?
And then
is
it
this?
stops, and we look at each other. He goes, "First contact."
right.
So it was pretty freaky.
Yeah,
We're not sure
yeah.
what it was. If it was a
Yeah,
helicopter or something,
yeah,
there was no noise. Can't explain it.
It's
I
so
don't know.
wild when those things happen because you're like, did I see that? Did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. We both saw that, but what did we do with it? We just like
But
go on. with our
wait,
lives.
there's more. Oh boy.
Oh.
I have a friend of mine who told me this story, and he said he'd only told one other person, and that I should never mention his name if I
Yeah.
tell this story.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
No
it is
name,
it is
yeah.
someone I'm sure you guys probably know, but no.
No,
This is
it's
not
not
Greg.
Greg Brenner. He is Greg Brenner is an
So,
alien.
I will
He's already
not say
talked
your
about it.
name, person, if you're watching, who told me this story, but it
They're
is
probably
pretty,
they're
it is
probably
pretty
home going,
gripping.
Say my
Okay.
name. Say my name.
No, say my name.
So this person was at Boy Scout camp, and it's a pretty big, wide open area. You can explore, walk around, and as he was doing, he was walking around off trail, checking stuff out, and ran into a creature he described as being the brightest blue he'd ever seen.
Oh
Kind
my
of small
God.
creature, and their eyes met, and it just let out this noise, and he screamed,
Some kind of frequency.
pissed his
fucking-
pants,
yeah.
and ran back to the office. And they were asking, what's wrong? It's like, I just need my mom to take me home.
Yeah.
He
I
didn't
need to
tell
go
them what he
home,
saw or
yeah.
what happened. He's just like,
Yeah.
I want my mom to take me home.
Mhm.
And she came and picked him up, told his mom what happened. He told his future wife years later about when I
Yeah.
knew him, and he told me
Mhm.
that just saw some weird shit, freaked him out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was a creature,
Yeah.
extremely bright blue color.
Well, you know when you
I don't
see
know.
something real and you can't explain it, and then to tell others or to like do all that, it's a real big thing. But it's like sometimes things just shaking your bones. Like I can't explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's usually kind of a goofy, fun-loving dude.
Yeah.
When he's telling me this story, I'd never seen him more
Mhm.
serious in his life.
No,
So
you can definitely
was pretty
tell.
wild.
You can definitely tell when like something has really shook somebody and
Yeah.
their bones when they tell you something like, "Hey, man." Like, whoa.
I mean,
yeah.
especially you're a teenager in the woods seeing something
Yeah.
like this, that'll
yeah.
freak you the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No doubt.
Well, definitely, it's such a shaking experience when you've constructed a mindset like it's unknown, maybe it is a possibility, but when it does happen to you, it's like it's just still very unnerving.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. All right.
Another friend, it's actually something I've experienced as well, but way before I experienced this, I had a friend who was helping someone move from Indy to California, and you drive through that big desert,
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff happens out in the desert.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of lights and things are seen out there.
Oh yeah.
Granted, these are most likely the most logical explanation.
Yeah.
Experimental aircraft, because they've tested all that out
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
they're like, we were seeing so many things flying around. We had to
Yeah.
like force ourselves not to watch it, just to watch the road, because it's like,
Yeah.
But that was my friend helping a friend move out to LA.
Yeah.
Now, one time driving from Route 66 to Las Vegas, it was dark, and you see a shooting star kind of flying across the sky.
You
It's
see a-
bright, then it
yeah.
fades.
But there's a trajectory.
Well, yeah,
there's
this
a
was straight down,
Yeah.
got really bright, hovered for a second, went down a bit, then faded. It's like,
Okay. Yeah.
that was not a shooting star.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The thing
It was a
about
little
it, it
freaky.
really is. It's like I'll watch a lot of things in the sky, and it's very bright. And you're like, that looks a little peculiar, but
Mm-hmm.
you're like, I don't want to be one of those motherfuckers. But then you see like it dark, and you're like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Is that
No.
right?
It's
Yeah.
most
that
likely
right?
some
You know, it's just
experimental
like-
aircraft, but
Yeah.
it was
which-
freaky, it was creepy.
Yeah.
I was driving one time, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've seen a lot of things driving, and it's like, fuck, I cannot look up anymore and try to track this thing. I need to be, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It always seems to be
Yeah.
when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, and you're slightly
Dude.
distracted anyway because you're trying to
Yeah.
focus on the new. Yeah.
There was this one time, my friends and I, it was around Halloween, and it was when I was growing up in Bloomington. But we had drove out of town to go to some like Halloween haunted house, and it was like it was really high class. These motherfuckers and their costumes were fucking terrifying. But I had my mohawk up, so going through the haunted house, all the spooky people were like, "I like your mohawk," and I'm like, "God damn it, you're taking away from my fucking experience right now," because now I know you're not spooky. But I remember we were driving, and we all saw something, but then we lost a track of time, and it was so weird because it wasn't like it was just this feeling of like, okay, we were here, and then it's like, have we been driving for fucking 2 hours? Like, it was all that we had lost a sense of time and where we were at.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have those, like, it's kind of, it's not a scary feeling when you're approached with it. It's more just like an unknown feeling, but it's also like, yeah, I will always remember that. Like, we lost time for about an hour and a half, and it's like, dude, we're not that far from fucking Bloomington. Like, we drove an hour. Why the fuck are we still not where we're at?
Lost time's a big
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
in
Oh,
experience.
But it was not a
got a pretty good
scary,
one.
like, ooh, but it was just like like we all came to kind of at the same time, like, how long have we been in this fucking car? And it was really disorientating. Yeah, like it was so like disassociated.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
thing with these experiences.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you can get here, you can fuck with time too. Come the fuck on. If you motherfucking can get a ship here, you can fuck with shit.
Yep.
Your mentality.
You said you had something.
Yeah, I have a situation like that on Halloween. It was so I was at PRN. It was a Halloween show, and I mean I had a lot of fun that night.
I like
and,
that. What you got?
The last thing I remember is Cooch and Company, Jim.
Hmm.
I can't remember I think it was just Jim. I can't remember. Either way, it was Halloween night, and the last thing I remember is talking to Jim, and like 4 hours later, I wake up, or like I come to, and I'm at Greg Brenner's place, and I just lost like 4 hours of time.
Yeah.
People say it was because I drank like over 10 turkey and cokes,
I'll
but
say, was this a blackout? Because I've had those times at Greg Brenner's too.
I'm not saying I blacked out because of how much turkey I drank, but it was pretty wild.
Wow.
I just, yeah.
That's a
I
weird
tried
one,
so
too.
hard to keep a straight face while I said that. I know I've never had that happen.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
You can lose track going from the Mel to Greg Brenner's house. You absolutely can though. That is
No, so basically,
something about
basically what happened was I drank too much and I got a ride back to Greg's so I could sleep on his couch, and I woke up and I was safe.
Yeah.
and taken care of
As long as you're safe, Shep.
because that's what family does.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what they do. Yeah.
That was the last time I blocked out, by the way.
Last time.
Last time. I do not. It takes
Good on you.
quite a bit of turkey to black out. But I had a lot of fun that night. I won't get into what happened beyond that because the party was real.
There was one time I walked home from Greg Brenner's house, and that was
To here?
I was living in Garfield Park at the time,
Okay.
Shelby Street.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was a trip. Lisa remembers that. Well, she doesn't remember it, but she remembers when I was there and when I left, and then I remember where I came to, and I was like, "Have I been walking?" And I walked from Greg Brenner's fucking house. It was insane.
That's a journey, dude.
I
had to
remember
get
that
home.
night.
Yeah, I think you were fucking there, honestly.
I what?
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Where'd Jared go?" And she's like, "I went the fuck home." That's what happened.
I remember like talking to you before you left the Mel, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Do not walk home."
No, yeah,
and you
yeah.
went to Greg's, and then you were like, "Fuck it!"
Well,
and you
Lisa
ended up walking
found
home.
me at a bus stop talking to
Yes.
a random lady,
Oh,
and she had
shit.
picked. Well, I was close to the Mel. To the Mel. I'd walked off, and I talked to some lady, and Lisa rolled up and was like, "You're coming with me." And then we went to Greg Brenner's house, and then at some point,
Sounds hot.
I was like, I gotta get home. Yeah, it was hot. Thanks, Lisa. I'll never forget that night. You took
That's
care of me,
right.
babe.
Oh yeah.
Drop that bass.
It's the
I'll,
wolf.
I'll, I'll bring
Drop
branch
three
away.
bases
I'll bring-
at once
yeah.
with a light
I'll bring in the
show.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm so curious about this man you had like three bases.
That's right.
Polly's like, Jesus Christ.
I could tell you some more stuff about that.
I-
Man, but
yeah, let's-
we're in the paranormal
Okay.
realm.
Yeah,
we
we
are.
true
We're not
believers.
backtracking.
That's
I
right,
just-
true believers.
You got
Big show here.
you got any ghost stories, man?
Ghost.
One and then a weird thing.
Okay,
It's just weird.
let's do it.
Okay,
like
look,
weird
I'm
shit.
down for
Weird.
ghost stories. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about Polly's dick. Okay. Like, keep the weird to
All right,
yourself.
here's the ghosty thing.
Polly's
that-
like, you
Funny
son of a
enough.
bitch.
Is that
I actually made this exact same joke earlier today.
Yes, Peter,
Sorry.
that is
What,
a
were
fucking
people talking
walk.
about
Not
you?
about myself.
Peter Gray said that is a fuck 38th in Illinois. It's Shelby in not Fountain Square.
Shelby
it
Street
was
does
Fountain
run
you
Square.
know,
Square.
I
Yeah, I walked through Fountain Square to get up in Shelby. Yes, I absolutely did. It was right across from Garfield Park Library at the time. Yeah, and some very nice man walked.
a friend of
me out.
mine helps run the
murder.
Indiana Ghost Hunters, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I did the
yeah.
website. I haven't updated it. In
I've
forever.
done
I
my
just
fair
deleted
share
it,
of
but
ghost hunting. I've got some good stories there. I've never
So,
even talked about on here, but
There's some interesting
Let's
stuff.
go.
They went to the Mel and did a thing too. In fact, a different ghost hunter group has been to the Mel and recorded it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's interesting.
It is very interesting.
But
Nick and I were supposed to do something during 2020 because it was like, fuck it.
Y'all need to go to
Sure.
Step Cemetery.
Dave Brown's gonna be at the grocery store. He gives a fuck.
that's right.
Bag boy. Bag boy.
That's some shit right there though. God damn,
Well, they-
motherfucker. Like, all right.
The only real ghost thing I saw was at a friend of mine's house, actually not too far from the Mel.
Yeah.
And I think I was just hanging out at his house, and out of the corner of my eye, I see something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, Matt, do you have a ghost here?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That was the end of it.
yeah,
It didn't get into
yeah.
He was like straight up
long
about it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't go into detail or-
Yeah.
that was just it. But
Yeah, it's crazy when you can pick up on that. I used to run a school district, North Grove Elementary, and I would hire people in, not telling them that there was something there because I had so many workers in that facility. I mean, kind of find out there was a
Facility.
kid that did die in that, but I didn't tell anybody. And they're like, something spooky about this place. I'm like, yeah,
wild.
yeah. You can pick up on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So, okay, you said you had a ghost story, but you also said you had
That was a
something
weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's-
on my
what's
way
the
home
weird?
one
Yeah.
day, this is something weird. Not paranormal. It's more of just kind of, I don't know what is it. What the fuck was that moment? It's driving home. It was on Guyan and 52nd. I was living in an apartment complex just off 52nd. And in the middle of the road, there was a guy on all fours. It's like he looked like he was in his late teens.
Yeah.
No shirt, just running around like he was a feral dog.
Yeah. I've seen
And
shit
I'm
like
like,
that too.
I'm
where
just
it's like,
wanting to get
what the
home.
fuck?
I don't want to
Yeah.
run over this guy. And there were
Yeah.
several cars. Several people saw this guy. I don't know if he
Yeah.
escaped from somewhere or had a problem, but
Yeah.
it was very weird. And
very.
I
like,
didn't run over him. I just got home.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
I think we've all seen a
Yeah.
few. We don't know what the heck that was moments.
yeah.
So
Definitely on this side of town, I have a lot of those moments with the east
I
side. Like,
bet.
what the fuck did I just see?
the
There's
Midwest is basically fucked. But
Yeah, I mean, this city has those moments though. But like, especially up by the mill too. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did I just see?
I have a good Mel story too.
Dan?
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to cut you off though.
Oh, I don't want.
Apparently werewolves
Yeah,
are
I
real.
don't know.
According to Peter Graves.
That's the werewolf brand chili.
Werewolves are real. I
And-
think Peter
and-
Graves
and-
is probably a werewolf, aren't you?
So
Alright.
Jeanette said Robert
Peter
Andrus
Graves?
says the mill is haunted. Have you experienced anything there, Rich Barker?
Where? I missed that.
At
Sorry,
the
what was
mill.
that?
Melody Inn.
Jeanette.
I have not. I've had a lot of people
what did
say
I
they've
say?
seen. A lot of friends have said that the mill's haunted. Rob and Dave will swear that the mill's haunted, but I haven't seen anything.
I haven't personally seen anything there, but I have felt some weird shit there.
Mm.
There is an
I
energy.
gotta feel like
in the
there's
air.
like
Ain't
there's
around your
something
butt.
really weird about being at the mill where no one's there and it's
Oh.
just like
That can be eerie.
late at night and no one's in there, no music, and there's something just underlining a little eerie about the place.
Yeah.
But I can't really say it. Like, isn't there possums there now? Or wait,
Oh
I
yeah.
think they got rid
Yeah.
of them, but yeah, they had. There was a whole family of possums running
Little
around there a couple
babies.
weeks ago.
Little babies.
Damn.
yeah.
Just to make
So-
things even more interesting
Well, the
there.
place has so much history. I believe
Yeah,
that any place that
right.
has like a lot of history and you're just gonna
That's
feel
100 years old. You're gonna run into
yeah,
some
you're
weird
gonna
shit.
feel the history in it. Yeah.
So 2020, it's a Friday night. I'm running sound. I'm running the tour that night. And let's see, we got Dave Brown and Kelsey running the bar.
Kelsey Kills.
Kelsey Kels. And it's probably like, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning. Dave's in the back hollering.
Holler.
You know what I'm saying?
Holla holla.
Hollering.
Oh,
Holla
yeah,
holla holla
yeah.
holla.
Kelsey are up front cleaning, shit, chilling. We got the, we have the, I like to call them the ugly lights.
Oh yeah, they had
Yep.
they had
And
those,
we're just sitting there. She's counting down money. I'm fucking, at this point, I'm just like sweeping. And we hear at the same time a voice say, "Turn the lights off." And we looked at each other and I was like, "Did you hear that?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go to the front door. There's nobody outside. Dave's out back hollering, whatever, talking to some young lady. And no explanation. Clear.
Didn't you hear it twice? I remember you telling me about this.
Clear as day.
Did you hear it more than one time?
No, it was just the one
So
time.
turn the lights
It
off.
was wild. It was either I'm trying to recall exactly what it said, but I feel like 100% sure. I'll have to ask Kelsey. But it was
You heard it too?
oh yeah. It was
Wow,
like it was wild. It was wild.
It's a wild scene, man. Tell you what.
I don't know. It's disembodied voices are pretty cool. It's not, I've heard of
Freak you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've told the stories about like disembodied voices at shipwreck. And I think the last show I kind of mentioned that I had heard disembodied voices, and then we had a band practice one day and Nick and Dennis had just got there and we heard somebody yell like hello.
There ain't nothing spookier than hearing a voice when you know no one's there.
Clear
like,
cut.
It
yeah.
is so fucking spooky. Like
Yeah.
no one else is there, and you hear a voice. You're like, what the? And then if you're with somebody else and they hear it too, that validates you're not insane. And you both heard this fucking voice
Yeah.
of somebody not
Mhm.
being there.
Yeah.
Right.
That like, oh yeah, that shit's spooky.
Just thinking about it makes me fucking cringe.
Yeah.
I've just had it happen to me too many
Yeah.
times, really.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't had it happen a lot, but when it does happen, it shakes you in your bones because you're just like this. Nothing adds up at that point.
I've had it happen to me 5 times. The thing to me is like
Five times.
5 times. 7 days.
I am Dana.
Can I have a lighter?
Oh my God, Jonas! No!
Fuck
No!
A disembodied
Fuck you.
voice just entered.
And there's so much white on him right now.
What's your favorite scary movie, Dennis? Well, here, pull. There's a chair out there. Pull it up next to
Speaking
me.
of Nightmare on Elm Street,
Can I have a
they are trying to recruit Robert Englund to
Yes.
doing Freddy again.
I'll be fine with that.
I would too.
I would
I
too.
would too. I would
Wouldn't
love
be-
it.
Who wouldn't be fine with that?
He was really good in the latest season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Mm.
Yes. Which I am currently right in the middle of.
Are you?
I'm
I
on
binged
episode
it and I
6.
watched it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess you're not going to be on camera.
Dennis, do you want to come over here? You can come in the middle.
I was trying to get you up right here.
Come right in here.
Share this mic. Talk like right there. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, for me
Don't-
it's always I don't always really get a whole lot of verbal communication
Yeah,
from
I don't
ghosts,
either, I
but
don't either.
I get a whole lot of sensational feelings.
Yeah. I feel that a lot. Like when you get like I feel that when something talks to you, that's when I'm just like, fuck, what the fuck? That shit's fucked up.
It
But You
is.
get sensations for something doesn't like
Mhm.
maybe your mind leads to that. There's something else. But when you hear
Right.
something like that's undeniable, like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny. Like one of my favorite ghost movies of all time. Nobody ever thinks about it as ghosts, but there's a line in this movie that's said so many times and it's iconic, but nobody thinks about it as a ghost movie.
What
Does
is that?
anybody? Can
What
anybody
movie?
guess what I'm about the words I'm about to say?
I mean, I
the
think
quote?
you're going to. but I don't
Ghost?
Yeah.
The movie Ghost?
He- No, no.
It's about ghosts.
It's not. It's not a movie about ghosts necessarily,
know. I think I
but
know
it
what
has
you're saying.
ghosts in it, and the main character hears the same phrase from a ghost throughout the film.
I see dead people.
No,
I see.
that's a good one. He said they only say that once.
No,
It's repetitive.
okay.
So here, this is it right here, and you're not gonna think this is a ghost movie, but it's if you build it,
They will come.
and his dead father throughout the
Mm.
film whispers it, and he's like, who the fuck are you? Why are you doing this to me?
I've
And
never actually
just
seen it.
you
I
never
know you're talking about.
You never seen Field of Dreams?
No.
oh brother
wow,
Must watch.
You
oh
gotta watch
so
that.
good
Right after
James
Ghostbusters
Earl
3.
Jones should have won an award for
Should have
his-
won an award.
oh,
award.
it's a great movie, but
It
it's
is.
a baseball movie really.
Yeah,
It is a
yeah.
baseball
That's
movie.
probably why I haven't
Showless
watched
Joe
it.
Jackson and all that.
I don't know. I've seen a couple good baseball films. So
Really, it's almost a reference to the most chained baseball team, like year, whatever collection of team in history. So,
Hmm.
whatever.
There you go.
The 1919 Chicago White Sox. I think it's the year 1917, something like that. I don't know. Either way, they threw the World Series,
you lost me.
and they ended up.
You lost me, Jim.
He's not a sports ball fan.
I am.
Sports ball.
It has corn in it, Rich.
Has
Ah,
corn.
see, Peter knew what was up. Peter knew he was trying to give it away.
Peter knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter always knew.
Now,
I don't know how to follow that. So Dennis, how's it going, man?
Hi, Dennis.
Hello.
Hey.
Dennis,
hey, we
Hey.
got 3 members of Sick the Ripper here now.
Oh,
wow.
Playing this Saturday, Punk Rock Night. I don't know which camera I'm on. This one with the red lights. This
Awesome.
Saturday, Punk Rock Night. Be there.
Also,
I think it's this one.
also Random
Yeah, it's
is
this one.
playing at State Street with Dennis.
True. Dennis is
playing
pulling double
so-
duty.
He's
Double
pulling
duty.
Double duty.
double duty. Yeah.
Duty.
Oh yeah.
That's Wolf brand duty.
I want to talk about how that's even possible, but woo. Peter Segura said, "Woo,
Woo.
double duty." Hmm.
That's great.
My tan has not turned out well. I've been sick for like 2 days.
I
Yeah,
told you. I
I
told you
know.
that was going
I
to happen.
know.
Same shirt you're wearing at practice on Monday.
I know. Well, I wanted to like sport my wannabe back in black shirt my sister got me for my birthday.
All right.
Oh, it is cool. Yeah, I see that. I see it.
Reminds me of the Melody In shirts that has that same font.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the
I
metal
got one at
Melody In
home.
shirt. Yeah.
Used to fit. Actually, I bet it fits now. I need to try it on.
Maybe it does.
Work it.
It does. Anyways,
All right.
any more ghost stories while we're still somewhere
I think
within
we've
the
ghosted
realm?
out. I think
What
What
ghosted
other? I
out.
mean, it doesn't have to be ghosts.
Yeah.
But see, this
I wanna
paranormal
get
thing
more
that we talk
personal
about,
with
it
it.
doesn't have to be like
wanna get-
strictly.
I'm gonna get personal.
Personal.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it doesn't.
okay, what was your favorite show you've ever played? Fuck the ghost shit. You've done it. What's your favorite show you've ever played?
Favorite show I've ever played?
Yes.
Fuck the
You
ghost
might have to
stories.
say. I might have to say each band I've been in. Which favorite show?
Where's
Okay,
the
we can do
beat?
that
It
too.
wasn't that Erie, Pennsylvania show with Wank and Bisteria. Although we did play the state fair once. That was fun.
Did you? The state
Shoeless
fair?
Rich
Um,
marker.
I remember the first time I played the Vogue.
I gotta write a check for these shoes.
I know. Yes.
It's not a bad one. I
Throwback
promise.
humor.
Yeah. it
Dennis
is
didn't know.
throwback.
I remember my first time playing the Vogue is while I worked at Nuvo as a Nuvo
Oh, yeah.
showcase, but it was with the band I was in called Knot,
Okay.
KNOT.
Yeah.
Based out of Muncie. I had to drive up to Muncie twice a week to practice.
Yeah.
My favorite GBR show would be tough because we've been around for
Yeah.
21
yeah.
years.
What stands out? First in your
maybe the
foremost.
first time we played with Dead Kennedys. We've done five
yeah.
shows of Dead Kennedys. That was at the Vogue.
Yeah, but the
But
first
the whole
time
tour
would
was
be-
amazing with them.
The first time would be pretty like what? the
yeah,
fuck? Yeah.
that was cool.
Nice.
I was in the band The Magical Attraction of Booty. We played New Year's Eve, New York City for the Millennium
Ooh,
was awesome. We played,
fuck yes.
in Manhattan,
Dude.
Bleecker Street. Yeah, we
Dude,
played
that's
CBGB.
something. That's something.
We
to
played
do.
CBGB.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
was
That's
cool. There's some
fucking
cool
rad.
footage of that.
Yeah.
There's a whole documentary that's
How old were you when you played CBG?
24.
I
Yeah,
bet that was great.
it was fun. There's footage, there's
Yeah.
photos. It's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
We did a documentary of the Magical Attraction of Booty. Our Matt, one of the band members, filmed just about everything and put it together into like this fun little documentary thing. I'll have to put online at some point. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But one cool claim to fame is we played it. We recorded at Cherokee Studios, which a lot of big recordings are done
Yeah.
at Cherokee Studios. I
Yeah.
remember playing one of the few songs I knew. There's a piano in there.
Yeah.
I was playing one of the few songs I knew on piano, "Home Sweet Home" by Motley Crue.
Oh,
And the guy gets on the horns like, that's the actual piano used for that recording.
you cute.
Like, what? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We played a showcase there, them celebrating 25 years of the studio being open. And we got introduced by Henry Rollins. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. See, that's great. It's fucking awesome.
So yeah, it depends on what band you talk about.
Well, you've
like,
had a lot of great moments in your life.
like the 2-Bit Terribles, we played the Female Football League Super Bowl. That was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Um,
All right.
lot of nice
Worst
tours with
show.
them, so.
Worst show.
Worst
Richard.
show.
Worst show. And I know it,
it
already
might have
came
been
to
that
your
Erie,
mind.
Pennsylvania.
It
show.
already came to your mind.
Um,
You know.
There was one GBR show where our drummer, I hate to speak ill of him because he is deceased now, but he was on something and
It's happened.
playing. He was
Yeah.
playing extremely slow, and
Yeah.
it made us the whole band.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
It was
sluggish.
one of those moments where it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
this
was
ain't
rough.
a good show.
And then there was another show with GBR, our original singer, our last show with him. It's a little tough to talk about.
yeah.
He was going through some addiction problems,
yeah.
and the last show was a wake up call.
There was like,
It affected our whole performance. It made the whole band look bad. We had to talk to him. We did have to kick him out of the band, and
Yeah.
I believe it really saved his life because that
Yeah.
was a big wake up call for
Yeah.
him.
yeah,
And
to be
he
like,
changed
yeah.
his life around because we
Yeah.
had to kick him out of the band. And
right. And that's not
Now
fun.
he's still
That's
with
not
us.
fun for
Yeah.
anybody involved, you know,
he
especially
might
when
not
you're
still be with us.
creating-
He had
yeah.
so many problems because
yeah.
of that. And
Yeah. Well, it's one of those
That's tough.
uncomfortable things, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like you said, it's got that blessing in disguise of
Yeah.
like, hey, you know,
so I mean, this band's been
you.
through a lot, and we're
We're
still,
still being-
together. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
tough sometimes. So.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's, you know, everybody's got their own things that they struggle with, and when you're coming together and creating, it's like a special bond too. And then
Yeah.
you see them going through what they're going through, and it's, I feel like the hardest thing is to break honestly from somebody you're creating with as well. It's like,
Mhm.
oh my god, we got this thing, and we've got to, yeah.
You know, I mean, all of us have been in bands and know
Mhm.
it's the whole dynamic. It's like being in a relationship with 4 people. You know, you have one problem with one, you have a
Yeah.
problem with others. You
Yeah.
kick someone out of the band. It's like splitting up with someone.
Oh God, it
I've had to
totally
live
is,
with roommates after we kicked them out of the band, and it's a living hell
yeah, yeah.
trying to live with someone.
Oh,
after
my
you-
goodness.
After you
Yeah.
lost, got them out of the band, it's
Yeah.
Oh,
tough.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was tough. So
Well, it's hard when you have to make those calls within your band of like, hey, we need to do this for our
Yeah.
growth, and like, we know you're going through something, but it's like having to do all that, and then
Mm.
yeah, it's big
that's
shit.
tough. Yeah, happens.
All right.
That would be an ordeal right there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was one of my best friends, and we had to kick him out of the band, and I was living with him, and
yeah.
things were pretty tense for a while.
Sure. There was a silver lining, you know. Thankfully, he was somebody that thought about it afterwards. A lot, you know. Some people.
This is
don't.
a total
Yeah,
different,
yeah.
different band, but
Yeah.
different person. But yeah, it was a different circumstance, but same kind of toughness.
it actually kind of reminds me of, and this is a bit off topic, but it reminds me of a time I was working at Papa John's, and I recently had become a manager, and my next door neighbor and I both worked at Papa John's. We delivered pizzas starting out and stuff or whatever. And, you know, something happened, and, you know, this is like 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, the GM of the store was like, well, you need to fire this guy.
Yeah, they have no mercy. They
And
have
I'm
no
like,
mercy, and it's like, dude,
And I'm
come
like,
fuck on.
and he was like, you need to do it. And I'm like,
Oh, the axe
Yeah.
I
man.
don't,
Yeah.
but like that dude's like my best friend. you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't, that's
It's
not
really
me,
hard. It's
you
really
know?
hard when you manage people and get close to people, and that you see, especially like, why am I echoing? Okay.
And
never
I,
mind.
you know, I was just young.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of times when I was managing somebody and I could see they were going through some kind of addiction and it was affecting their work. But it's like, dude, I know the type of work that you do and you always do. How can I fire them? And management's always like, fire them, get rid of them. And it's like, no, let me try to like help this person, you know, get through it. But then at the end of the day, you do have to think like business, and you have to be like, all right, we done here.
Yeah.
So and
Right.
sometimes in a lot of my cases, a lot of people that I had to fire in that kind of circumstance, it got them out of what they were fucking doing, because it was a wake up call that's like, you need to get your fucking shit together, dude. Like, people are starting to notice you don't have it together. We all don't really have it together, but when people notice you don't have it together, it's like, dude, in a work setting, you know. But
right. Okay.
Like I had one band I was in. We split up. Then they got the band back together without me. It's like, oh, okay.
yeah.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that wasn't a good fit for me anyway. Although we
Yeah.
had some fun, made some good recordings, but
Yeah, and you got to think about that too. I think it's always very hard to ask somebody, especially when you're doing creative things and you feel like a family, and have to say like you can't be a part of that. Like it's pretty bad. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Peter Graves, said, fuck
There's,
Papa John.
there's the Wolf brand chili.
Where?
Got some cheese whiz.
Fuck PJ. They're good for heartburn.
Dennis.
I'll tell you
hi.
that.
Oh, look, Dennis is on camera.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh,
The bacon taco.
How you feeling, Dennis? How was your night? All right.
Little midweek crisis.
Well,
you're having a midweek crisis?
Yeah.
What is going on, man? Tell us about it.
Yeah.
We help us understand.
I had my little midweek crisis, but I went to the woods. It got real weird there for a minute.
It's been hot as a motherfucker.
It was
It
hot. It
has.
was hot yesterday. But
Yeah.
indeed it has.
Good to see you, man. I'm glad you stopped by, dude. That's actually a very welcome surprise.
Was the door unlocked?
Well, yeah.
It had to be
What the
because,
fuck?
like, for real, when earlier I was the last one in and I locked the door, but then the
That dude
other
left.
dude left. Steven.
Steve last.
Steve
Yeah.
left.
Okay. I
Right
was
when we're
gonna be
talking
like,
about paranormal
I was
shit.
I
like,
know, it
dude
was
did
walks
not
in.
lock the fucking door on the east
Oh.
side.
I
I
now
couldn't
we're all
see
lost audio.
anything. All I could hear was like footsteps.
I've
And I'm
lost
like,
audio.
what's going on in there? You
Yeah,
know?
no idea.
I'm
And
gone.
What?
Rich Barker has no
Audio's out.
audio
His
in his
headphones are out.
headphones.
I got you.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's a strong echo.
And now my screen's out. Oh yes, you gotta love it.
Well, you're good. on screen. So. Not that you can hear.
You're not. Yeah, you're not talking into your mic now.
He doesn't have a mic.
I'll just.
What about you, Dennis? Do you have any paranormal
Oh, man.
activity for us?
Nothing comes to
Paranormal.
mind right
No-
away. Yeah,
nothing
I'd have
this
to think-
week?
I'd have to think. No, nothing's happened so far this week. I mean, I hear sounds in my house all the time. Like I'll be getting ready to go to bed, and I'm like, dude, that was a full-on sound. You know, like
I'm gonna
I
say
feel like
your,
I was half
your house
asleep.
has some spooky little things to it.
Yeah.
I felt it the other day when I was there for being parade. You got a little spooky.
yeah, it's an old house. It's been there forever. They don't even know exactly when it was built. So
Nice.
This
like, they're saying,
motherfucker
like,
tricked
maybe
me into
19.
going into his attic.
But yeah,
Is that what he called it?
I forgot about that.
I was out there for like 10 seconds. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I forgot about that. I gave John a tour of the of the whole place, and I hardly ever go up in the attic, and I was just like, man, we're going up in the attic.
Now, is it
So-
an attic where you got to pull something down
Yep.
and go up the stairs? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That's
Those
cool.
are way creepier.
Dang.
My attic is like you open a closet door and there's stairs up it to go to the attic.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the ones you got to pull out of the ceiling and there's like that drop down.
Oh yeah,
That's creepy.
yep, and it's lit up there pretty well, but like
Yeah.
there's a good portion of it that has a small opening to go
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
and there's no light at all. And I'm like,
Yeah.
John, you go through there, and he's like, fuck no,
Yeah.
I am out of this.
Yeah, I want to see your attic. I want to see your attic. You do have a nice house though.
I've got too many bad experiences with bats and attics.
Get on a mic there, Shep.
Yeah.
Too many bad experiences with bats and attics.
You need to cut one of your cameras and just come close. You ain't getting Dennis's mic back.
Well, this whole attic thing kind of jogs my memory about another story from way back. I used to work at Man Alive Distribution Center when I was a teenager, and I've always really been into like all these paranormal stories and ghost this and whatever, you know. So this group of ladies had me convinced that this fucking factory was haunted, right? And I was like, I don't know, 17, I don't know, maybe I was 18 or something. But so we were on lunch break sitting there one day, and you know, they were all fucking talking to me and tell me all these, you know, creepy stories about what was going on in this factory. And like, there's this upstairs part, and you could look up, and it's like, if you could picture like kind of like a regular factory with like lines and stuff, and you look up and there's like this glass, and it would be like where the managers would probably look down,
Yeah.
right? Well, this it was just like dark up there. There was no office, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So it was like extra storage areas what they were using it for,
Yeah.
right? But there was like these metal stairs that went up to it and a metal door to get into it, right? And they were like, oh yeah, you definitely got to go up there and you know, go look through it because there's like this lady that haunts it or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go up there, you know. So I went up there, you know, and I'm like, and it's fucking dead silent. And you know, I'm kind of like going around. There's just like rows and rows and rows of like clothes, racks of clothes, you know, because that's what Man Alive is. It's like, and I don't even know if Man Alive's still around anymore.
I don't
I don't even
know
know
if
if
it
they
is
are,
either, yeah.
but so you know, I get up there and it's completely silent. It's dark. You know, I could see because there was light coming in from the factory downstairs, but that was it. There was no like overhead lights. And I'm kind of like looking around and trying to like, I don't know, maybe hopefully invoke something, you know, was my real hope, I guess.
Yeah.
But nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then I turn around and I kind of realized that the gals were all standing at the door, and you know, they were like,
Praying. Yeah.
like,
Dude,
"Ah,
your
damn it, man,
story-
come on,
Your
dude."
story reminded me of when I was in elementary school. So it's kind of like, so over the gymnasium, they had where you can climb up and you could be up top in the rafters to change the lights out. And there was always this thing when I was in elementary school that there was a guy who lived up there in it. So you climb up to get up in the rafters to climb to turn the lights, but it was all like, when I was in high school, they had it too over the auditorium. You had the thing that had all the rows where you're changing out the lights and shit. But when I was in elementary school, it was always the tall tale that there was a guy who was a janitor, but honestly lived in the school and above the gymnasium in that. And yeah, it was so fucking creepy because we went up there and we did find like you found it. You found where like he laid at, like his little like makeshift bed was up there and shit. That he actually lived above the school and lived in the school.
Wild.
And it was kind of creepy. Like it was kind of like he kind of haunted it, but he didn't because he's a real fucking
I
person.
think it's zoned for people to live there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's one of those like rumors that spread through your elementary school. But then when we got up there, because we're like, fuck it, we're gonna fucking go up. And so you're like going up the little ladder to go up in there. And it was like there was his bed, and I was like, oh my God, this guy does live up here.
Speaking of people living where they shouldn't in the Melody Inn, there was a guy that used to live in the Mel for a bit in the basement, and he saw some crazy shit.
Yeah. It's really crazy. Like you think about people like work in schools or shit, and like when everything shuts down, do they leave or do they stay? And he definitely stayed. Like you saw it, and we're like, holy shit, it's a real thing. This guy actually does live here. We didn't know. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. But it is kind of cool because it is like you're above the rafters in it, and you're fucking.
Why do I keep getting weird shit on my screen?
I don't even
I want
know.
to restart. Remind me tomorrow.
I think Dennis looks the greatest right now. Oh.
So wait a minute. How is he living in the basement? How was he getting in and out? I mean,
How were the possums getting in and out?
This was many a year ago.
Which camera are we? Are we this camera?
Probably about 15 to 20 years ago. I remember the guy's name. Yeah, Tom. Ask
Fucking
Rob
Tom.
or Dave about Tom living at the Mel.
Tom who?
He wasn't in a wheelchair, was he?
No, different Tom.
Not
This is
Tom.
way
Dillon.
before Tom DeLon.
Way before him, he hasn't always been a thing. No, I know. I'm just
Someone
kidding.
else.
I'm
Yeah.
joking.
I don't even know where I got them.
Purely a joke.
They just appeared
Anyways,
sometime.
living down in the you know what I've never seen? I've never seen the basement of the Mel.
It's interesting. There's a lot of storage there now.
Yeah.
If someone left
Seen
an
it
instrument
once.
there, it's
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. So
A lot
I've
of
heard,
decorations, bar promo stuff,
Yeah. So I've heard all about this
beer
basement.
storage.
And for a long time, I didn't know there was a chute down to the basement right by the bar in that tube that you put your beers down.
Yeah, empty cans, they
I did
collect
not
aluminum
know
down there.
that forever.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Mel had a whole basement thing going on.
Yep.
Yeah. Some guy lived. He
The
lived
guy
down
lived
there.
down there.
It definitely looks like something from the 1800s.
It's wild. It looks a lot older than.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen
Looks
it.
like it might be from Speakeasy times, but it's
Yeah.
a little after
Right.
that. Yeah.
Right.
It's 1930s. It was
Yeah.
built. So.
Every time
Almost 100.
every time I reference to my mom going to the Melody Inn, she remembers a different Melody Inn. Like she remembers like when she was up here, and she's like, "Wait, where's that at?" And I'm like, "No, it's not the same place.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not." Yeah. It's
Well,
crazy.
see,
It-
we have a place for bands to stay. It's at Greg's house.
Yeah, punk rock
But people
mansion.
hear the Melody Inn, they think it's, they must have like a hotel above the bar or
Oh,
something.
yeah, it's
the,
got the
the
inn,
Melody
yeah,
Inn.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's not that type of
yeah,
inn.
Yeah.
Cannot stay at the inn.
Right.
I gotta say,
Like
I
Tom.
do. I do very much love cleaning the punk rock.
You don't want to
mansion.
see the ghost anyway.
I love cleaning the punk rock mansion. There's something so much, especially when parties I can't be at, and then I come in afterwards. And I'm
I didn't
like,
know they had you clean there.
oh, look at I clean there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. I clean after Craig.
Look what I
Chaos,
missed.
Basically, I clean after.
I've seen times where it's needed to be cleaned. And,
Yeah,
and they come back and it's clean.
Really,
So.
I hated to be so sentimental, but I did have to text Greg, and I was like, my little heart right now, I love cleaning this place. Because you just think about all of the shit that has happened there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
to even be a part to like a band stays, and like I make sure they have all their towels and everything is really nice for them.
Definitely, it's important.
and it was just really cool to be a part of that, and I also love to clean for Craig Chaos. I do. Let me clean your bedroom. You
Yeah.
know you want me to.
I don't know if you want to go in there.
I do. I do.
All right. Someone's got to clean it.
Craig is a pretty clean person. He doesn't really need me.
I'd
to clean his
imagine he
bedroom.
is.
I'll clean your bathroom for you. It's okay.
So, Rich, how was your daytime commute?
A lot better than Rob's is. You know, I work at home, so my daytime commute is just like going around the corner from the bedroom. I'd stop in the kitchen to get some coffee, then right into my office. That's my
Nice.
commute.
Oh,
It's not bad. Very little traffic unless Lenny's in the hallway.
Is that your
And-
iguana?
Yes, my iguana
Yeah.
Lenny. He's a big dude, so
I'm
you know
telling you, I have to see you take this iguana on a walk.
we don't leave the house for walks. He walks around the house a lot.
Can you just get a leash for him? for
I've
just a
seen the
little bit?
leashes and they look very inhumane.
Oh,
They're-
well, you can make one. I bet Lisa could make you one. Jerry
Probably
can.
could.
Lisa make
But-
Rich an iguana harness. It's really punk rock.
I would use
Okay.
that though. Yes.
Yeah, you just walk him around the house.
All right. I'll upload some footage.
Oh my
That's all we got on that.
yeah. So
You need to get on a mic there,
Yeah, I know.
Bull.
So no other pets though, just the iguana.
Yeah, just an iguana.
what's your favorite scary movie?
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2. That's
The
a good
Deuce.
one. It's a good one.
The whole trilogy's nice. So, of
See, the first one's kind of fucked up. It's meant to be, obviously.
course.
And then the second one's got way better humor.
Yeah.
And then the third one.
Army of Darkness. They
Yeah.
just
See,
took
the
it
first
next
time I
level.
watched that, it was like it said Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
It's like the special edition. So
yeah, it was pretty cool. Bruce Campbell's birthday today, by the way,
Is it?
when we're talking about Evil Dead.
Oh,
happy
Perfect.
birthday, Bruce.
Yeah.
I
And
found
today is the day that not to
out-
interrupt
no,
you there.
just do it.
Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange is out,
Yeah.
directed by Sam Raimi,
Yeah.
who did the Evil Dead movies.
Yeah.
So there's a connection there,
Yeah,
people. Pay
Hank-
attention.
Hank Von Dad has the same birthday as my son. I really
Oh,
loved that. I was like,
nice.
I forgot about that.
Wow.
My oldest was born the same day as Tom Brady.
Okay.
So there's that.
Your oldest?
Uh-huh. My oh no, I'm
Is that a
sorry.
good thing?
My youngest.
Oh, you're young.
Okay.
Well,
then-
maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
you know, everyone knows who he is.
Unfortunately. 10 Super Bowls. 10, 11.
I lost count
10.
because I don't
Currently
care.
10.
He seems like a stand-up guy, though, Tom Brady.
Eh,
I mean, we don't know people really, but he seems like a good dude. Maybe.
He works really hard.
I mean, he has to work really hard.
And
You
he
don't
cheats
get to,
even better.
right.
Don't listen, Dad. My dad loves.
he's
Well, he doesn't live in Indianapolis.
still live
Yeah.
out there?
He's a Patriot.
There you go.
yeah. He still lives out there.
if you live in Indy, you have he's like,
I wasn't a sports fan when I lived in Boston. You know, just
good for you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you're lucky.
hockey was a lot bigger out there than out here. I just knew that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I knew, okay, all the cool bars are right by Fenway Park. So if there's a concert going on where there's a Red Sox going on, forget about it. You're not going to find parking spot. But
Yeah.
Forget about it. Say it again. Say it
forget
again.
about it.
Forget,
Forget
about,
about
it. Forget it.
I remember
That's
it
pretty
was
good. That's pretty good.
Faith No More,
Fake no more.
Korn, and Voivod were all playing.
What?
I was trying to go to the show. I couldn't find a parking spot
Sounds like an
because of Fenway was packed with Red Sox fans, and I couldn't find a parking spot. I went home.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. That's more of a New York thing. I did pick up a bit of a Boston accent when I lived there, you know. But it's
Oh
been a
yeah,
while
that
ago.
is a bit of a New York thing.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. Like I've never spent a lot of time around my dad, but if there's something about a Boston accent that just like comes out of me,
It's
even
wicked
though-
pissa.
even though I've never lived there.
Going
but
to
I know-
Haymarket by
I
the
know
park.
it's in his blood because all my family's from his side of the family is all from Boston, but
Yeah.
it just comes out.
What was your favorite part about living in Boston, Richard?
Okay. At the time, Boston was like where all the cool breweries were. Of course, they had Sam Adams, but there were little breweries popping up everywhere. It took about 5-10 years for them to pop up around the rest of the U.S.
Yeah.
and Indy. Yeah, I could go bar hopping from brew pub to brew pub all night. That was cool.
Oh,
The history is cool. You can walk the red history trail, the Freedom Trail, from various historical spots in Boston. It's really cool. You just really get to feel the history, like you're part of America that really did something.
Back then, so back then when you went out to eat, you would
Why is everybody
they'd be
dressed
like, "What do you want to drink?" and that you'd say, "I'll have a Samuel Adams"?
If I wanted,
Paulie,
one,
what about you? What would you buy if you could buy a beer back in 1992?
I was
In
out there.
1992?
95 was when I was out there.
And it's gone. It doesn't matter. We're not even using it. Fuck it. The lighting just got a little dimmer. But
Yeah, I mean,
what
Dimmer
beer would you go for in
switches.
You just sit in the
1992?
mood.
in 1992,
1992.
So I'm the
It was
waiter. I'm the
probably
waiter.
a
Paulie,
Bud
what would you
Light
like
or
to drink?
something. I don't
Bud
know.
Light. Dennis, what would you like to drink?
What, in 1992?
Yeah.
Crystal Pepsi.
That was the right time for
What
that.
about you, Jerica?
In 1992, Jerica Ramathorn.
A bottle.
I liked Dr. Pepper. 92, bitch. 92. I was in elementary school.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so we got a Samuel Adams.
Okay, so you're
We got a
little older
Bud
than I
Light.
thought you was. Sorry.
We got a Pepsi. What? A
Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi. We got Dr. Pepper.
What
I'll have a
about you?
Samuel L. Jackson. It'll get you drunk.
Motherfucker.
You'll be fucking fat bitches in no time.
Okay, yeah. I would've-
Hold on. What's the next quote? Oh, wait. I can't say it. No? Anybody?
What's the quote?
You said
I
the
said
best ones
motherfucker.
were-
Dave Chappelle? Nobody? You might even fight some people.
Over what?
Oh, my God.
Tag.
They made a fake commercial
I
where
know.
someone's like, "I'll have a Samuel Adams. I'll have a Samuel Adams," and then the third person's like, "I'll have a Samuel L. Jackson."
I remember when Snakes on a
Never heard of
Snakes
it.
on a
You
Plane
lost me.
came
You
out,
lost me.
and you could call this certain number for Samuel L. Jackson to leave a voicemail for you for the Snakes on a Plane thing.
Oh,
Oh my
I
god, it
missed out
was
on
so
that.
fucking great.
Would've
He
been
would call
fun.
you and be like, "Ooh." Yeah, it was
Snakes on a plane, motherfucker.
great. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Was
It's
it-
very
was it-
smart.
I am sick and tired
Yeah.
of these
Motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
See,
Sat through the whole movie just to see that part. you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. Snakes on a fucking plane.
Best.
Regardless.
What's all right, I got a good one. We'll start at Rich and we'll work our way around to Jericho.
Man, you're blowing
Actually,
nothing
we'll
but
start it-
nines tonight.
That was not the best one.
What? Jeanette
I'm just
actually
saying.
said you were. What happened earlier? She said, she's rating your verbs.
I know, but that last one wasn't the best.
No.
Right
Thanks
now,
for the
Jerica's got it a 9.1 or a
I didn't get
9.2.
no.
What?
Not me. Not me.
That was you.
Jerica blew a
That
9?
was you.
Me?
Yeah, like literally,
I thought
she
Jeanette-
felt the ground like rumble wherever she is right now. That's how
Wow.
loud that burp
Dude.
is.
That was just that one though. Rich was
Jeanette, I want your speaker system.
All right,
I think he
what's
wants your
the
skull.
Feel the
question?
bass.
What's the question?
No,
That's
okay.
the bass.
We'll
Feel the
start at
bass.
Jerica. We'll go
It's the
ladies
bass.
first, and then we'll hit
Oh,
Rich,
you're gonna hit me first?
and then I'll be last. What's your favorite movie quote of all time, Jerica?
God, and I've already explained. I'm not
God, I
good with.
can't
I'm
say it.
not. I'm not
I'll
a
get in so
person
much
that
trouble.
I don't remember quotes like people remember quotes. Fuck, really?
First thing come to mind.
We're just fuck now. All right. No. I want to be last.
All right.
Fuck you.
Rich is gonna go first. Jerica's gonna go last.
All right, this has appeared in 2 different films. I'm angry as hell. I'm not gonna take it anymore. That was in broadcast, and it was in UHF or network. Sorry, network and UHF.
Yeah. All right, Polly. That's right.
Tubuku.
I got nothing.
Yes,
I got
Full Metal
nothing. I got
Jacket.
no.
There it is.
Oh,
Full Metal Jacket.
Okay. All right. What does that mean, though? Like what?
It's French for too large.
Yeah.
Although it took
Oh,
place
yeah.
in Vietnam.
Oh, wait. Polly, that's it. Too large. Too large.
Something tells me he's heard that too many times.
Something has told me he's used it too many times.
Oh!
Felt like he needed to. All right, Dennis, what's yours?
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
That's Any Given Sunday, right?
No.
Son of a bitch.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Oh, that's right. I'm embarrassed. Oh, it's my turn. I don't know why. Okay. outside of the fucking quote from Pennywise or whatever, not Pennywise, the Dark Knight quote about some men just want to watch the world burn. That whole quote, which it's too long to do on a fucking podcast. But
A man of my word.
outside of that, there is a scene at the end of Con Air
Oh fuck yeah!
when fucking old boy's like, put the bunny down. That has always stood out to me. Or actually, yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Ghostbusters. Fucking Harold Ramis is like dickless over here. But nah, the put the bunny
We
down.
came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
Yeah. Nobody steps on a church in my town. Wait. Listen. Do you smell that? I don't know. I always thought that was pretty funny too.
Jared, did you get one yet?
I mean, I've had ones that have entered my mind that are probably not the ones that are most like what I should remember at this moment, but it was Wedding Crashers, Will Ferrell. Meatloaf. Mom, where's the meatloaf? I love that one just because my mom makes a nasty meatloaf and it just came in my head.
That is a good one.
The meatloaf one. And then the one from Hot Rod where it's he's beating on that guy's van. He's like, "You're gonna have to beat the demons. I go to church every day." I don't know what it fucking was. I'm not good with movie quotes.
I drink green tea all goddamn day. You're gonna bring the demons out of me.
Yeah.
This is my hat now.
Totally my hat.
Those are the two movie quotes that would come in my mind. The meatloaf one, though, I lived that one up for odd.
Fair enough.
I wish I could remember his name in that film right now. So
Which
Will
one?
Ferrell's? What is
Chad.
it?
No.
It is Chad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Chad something.
Get on the mic there, Shep.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Look at here.
Like, yeah.
It's Chad something.
Chad something. Dude.
But I love when he's like, I go to funerals now. I don't think it's not weddings. I go to
fucking legend.
Yeah, I go to funerals. That's where you get the bitches in funerals.
See, and this is, I live and die by this. Outside of like Anchorman and Talladega Nights, I mean, God, dude, his best work has always been in second.
Well, the Eastbound
Co-star.
and Down shit with Will Ferrell was fucking amazing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the plums one. Deep down in my plums.
I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Oh, it's fucking-
But we talked about this. I love his serious roles, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like Stranger Than Fiction is one of my favorite movies from Will Ferrell, like in general, but Will Ferrell especially. All right, favorite movie, Rich Barker. What is your favorite movie?
Movie. We talked about favorite horror movies.
No, your favorite movie.
I
like
know.
your
I
favorite
know.
movie. Yeah.
That's even tougher because a lot of times I like movie trilogies, like the Back to the Future trilogy.
Yeah.
Love them.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
the
One of
first
the
three Star
best.
Wars.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
There's a lot of those I really dig,
Yeah.
but it's hard to pick. You might have to do genre just like you did with horror. Like,
Well, I feel like with favorites too, my favorites tend to change by the time in my life. Like, what is my
Yeah.
favorite at
like
this
favorite
time?
musician or band or song changes with me daily.
What's
know,
the best
sometimes.
movie you've seen in a minute? Your last movie you've seen in a minute, and you're like, damn, that's a good
I
movie.
may have to think on that. I don't know.
All right, we'll come back to you, Polly. A
You're
movie
gonna-
you've seen recently.
You're gonna come back to me.
A recent
Okay,
movie
cool.
you
No,
really
we're
like.
we're coming back to Rich.
They're gonna stay on me and come back to you. I don't know. While I knock over everything.
So, Rich, what's your favorite movie then?
You just did that.
Okay.
Just recently,
Hmm.
not of all time. We've already talked about all times with us.
Sure. Yeah.
Recently, a movie that you
Yeah. Recently. Okay. Recently, I seen a horror movie. Did we just cover horror movies? No, we didn't do that, did we?
Kind of
Kinda.
did.
Favorite. We did
Alright,
favorites.
damn it. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna do that one then. Poop.
Shit.
Classic.
Poop the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Heard it
doesn't
was
have to be
shitty.
horror. It just has to be anything.
No, I know.
Recent.
I was trying to get out of horror because I
Yeah.
watch a lot of horror. films.
Recent movie,
So-
you were like, damn, that's a good movie. That,
right.
What's the first one coming to your head?
They, and it's a horror movie.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one yelling in your mind.
Yeah, it is. For some reason, it's like popping out at me.
They.
Yeah.
They.
They.
I don't know nothing about this movie.
So it's about a family that moves into a house and basically the spirits in the house are them. Oh, it's
Yeah, I've seen it. Is freaky.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
really well
it's-
done.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. They're attacking themselves essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Whoa.
it's,
Don't spoil it too much, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's pretty
seen it or
cool.
heard about it, but all right.
it's
good.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's Jordan Peele, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
he's
Ah,
reinvented.
Really?
Yeah.
You know how he's reinvented the whole
Dude,
horror
I
genre
love- yes,
with
absolutely.
Us and what was the other one?
Yeah, Us
That's
is
really-
another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, they're all
Um,
really well done.
I can't remember the name of it, but there was one that, and it might be Us, like where they have, like these people are trying to take over younger bodies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that
that
Us?
was Us.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that
Awesome
one. I've
movie.
seen that one either.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So, but no, outside of horror movies, currently, oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
I'll
you,
pass.
You got one.
It's hard to
Yeah.
remember
Dennis.
everything. With streaming, it's not like the whole movie experience. You can watch
it's
a new movie
not.
that's
Right.
streamed and you're like, okay, it kind of felt like a TV show. So
Right.
it doesn't stick in your head like a movie, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of read that way.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. You know,
It's a whole different thing
Yeah.
we're in now.
Dennis, what's your favorite movie that you've seen recently that you're like,
Man,
oh
recent
my God,
is tough.
That's a great
That's
movie.
that's tough. I don't watch a lot of current stuff.
Yeah.
Most of my stuff is like 80s and 90s
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. It's not
Um,
big current. Just
I'm just gonna go with my favorite movie series, and that's Rocky, the Rocky series.
Ah.
hey,
Alright.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, they've made kind of some of those recent with the
Yeah, with the Creed
the
movies.
Creed
yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. There's not as much of attachment to that series, to the Creed stuff, as there is the others. But
Yeah.
definitely the Rocky series. And
Okay. Yeah. I feel you. I'd never seen I had seen bits and pieces of Rocky, but never really sat down to watch it. And then when I did, I was like, holy shit. This stuff is great.
Right.
Yeah, Rocky is great.
It's some good shit.
It is good shit, dude.
Right.
It's really
And-
good shit.
Yeah, actually, I kind of speaking of the Rocky series and Creed and all of that, I just seen something like yesterday. It said that Sylvester was not going to participate in the newest Creed movie,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
but he was going to be a part of directing it or something like that. But he
Yeah.
wasn't going to act
Yeah.
or whatever because he said that there's nothing there for him to.
I still think he owns the intellectual property, so he'll have to be a producer at least,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know too.
Right.
unless he sold it to a studio.
Yeah.
Happens.
That's kind of a weird time,
Right.
I'd imagine, though.
Well, I mean,
when you
yeah,
have to
he's
say,
already-
like, I
what,
can't.
9 movies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nine
Insane.
Sylvester Stallones.
It's
Or-
I thought the
really-
Rocky Balboa movie was pretty good.
oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
Not having a film for a
Excellent
while
movie.
was a nice reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Really
think
well done.
Rocky 5 is probably the only one that wasn't that great.
Yeah,
Right.
The first 3 really hit their stride, and 4,
Fourth,
then
fourth
5.
one's the best one for sure.
It's a musical.
I'm, I'm like desperately.
What are you
trying-
searching over
I'm
here?
trying to. I watched this movie. It's only an hour long.
Wait a minute, this isn't fair, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
Which
you're
movie
using
are
the
you talking
internet.
about?
So it's this. It's about these people. They're in England during the pandemic, and
It's about these people in England during the pandemic, and they basically do a group video, and they do they try to summon like spirits. It's only an hour long. It's on. It's an IFC film, but it is literally probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, and I've seen them all. But for some reason I cannot think of what the hell it's called.
Dude, I know that we tried to watch one movie, and it was like the scariest movie ever, and it was like the worst shit I've
Oh
ever seen.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What
that
the
was-
fuck was that movie? It was terrible. I was like, I can't even believe I fucking entertained myself.
Yeah, it was basically about witches
and
Yeah.
19th century.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was like she. Oh man, that movie was fucking
She
stupid.
lives, or yeah.
All right, I had to look it up through my internet movie database history because I usually do trivia after I see a movie. The Batman wasn't too bad.
I thought it was
yeah,
great.
yeah,
I thought it was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Pretty long, but I
Yeah.
think it had the substance. The
Yeah.
villain development was really good. When you think it was over, it's like, no, he's just really
Yeah.
starting to kick in.
Yeah.
Whole
yeah.
different
I
approach
haven't
to a
seen that
Batman
one
film.
yet either.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy the Batman.
I like the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Those are really good. The Dark Knight trilogy. Those are really well done.
Those were really well done.
Mm.
Yeah.
I felt like the Batman was kind of just an extension of that style of movie. You know,
Yeah.
that it was kind of just as gritty and
Well, it's funny to me because I feel like the one with Pattinson, the new one, the Batman, is basically like taking it back to Tim Burton's Batman, dark, not meant so necessarily for the younger audience, and they fired Tim Burton because Batman Returns was a little too over the top dark, and that's when they did.
That's what it needed to be.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
But here we are, and DC continues to alienate parents across the world. And I'm proud of them. They need to, because Marvel is basically kissing every parent's ass. And
I
DC's
forgot it
over
had
here.
that guy in it.
Joker is a phenomenal film.
Yeah, Joker was so good.
Oh, yes.
1917, which is a great
I love that movie.
War I film.
Yep.
And I really felt it.
The direction
because
and cinematography on that was just like amazing.
unbelievable.
Long
Yeah.
shots.
If there is a movie that could possibly beat the Joker in that year, it is going to be 1917. But I felt very whatever. I was drawn to that film because my great grandmother, both of her brothers died in World War I. So in a way, it was kind of like, that's kind of what the film is based around, is these two brothers. One brother is trying to rescue his other brother, who's 50 miles away during World War I in Germany. So, and the directing of it's really good too. So, but yeah, it's a great film. I suggest it to everybody. It's on Hulu right now. You can watch it. But yeah, the Joker was amazing. But
Yeah.
DC really, really continues to at least, I don't know, some of them are really bad, but the ones
Yeah,
that
they had a long run of bad films for a while, but
they definitely did. Yeah,
they're on a roll now. I believe.
for sure.
Fries are done.
What was that?
you got the answer right.
The ghost.
Ding ding.
It's automatic
That
reaction
was-
when you hear something like that.
Right.
Usually gets a chuckle.
I can't even explain it.
I don't want to know. Maybe it's that fart contest starting already, which I will not participate in. No part of that.
What was that? What is with the disembodied noises right now? There was a ding, and now there's a what?
Yeah, there's really not anything metal near you. What the hell was that noise?
I don't know. Where are we at? Pretty good time. Guess I can
Got to
move
whiz.
this in for
Got
a
to
moment.
whiz soon. Don't even know where the bathroom's at in this place. I'll wait till Jerry gets back.
Straight back.
So they're not.
Yeah,
two-
she's
two of us
Straight
aren't-
that way.
If you want to go out the back door, there's plenty of darkness.
I'll wait.
So we were talking about favorite recent movies. I wish I could remember this. What's the streaming platform that most people use for meetings?
Zoom.
So yeah, it's a movie out of England. It's a Zoom. Oh, we need to plug that phone in for real. Where is it?
Mine's dying.
There we go.
Is it Unfriend?
No, that's a good one. This is pretty new. I read a couple news articles that said that basically, I'm like getting Jerry's cushion set up.
Yep, fluff that pillow.
Fluffing the pillows.
Trying to get around this mic.
But I saw this news article. I saw two news articles claiming that this is one of the most scariest movies ever made. I'm like, yeah, right.
Talking
Man,
about that witch movie?
nah,
Oh.
nah.
Okay, the witch movie did have a lot of hype. I was like, this is shit.
But the movie I'm talking about is on help me out, guys. It's damn. I have no idea. My alcohol content is at a high right now, so come on. They only do horror movies, the streaming platform I'm talking about. But if you have AMC, you can get it for free. Anyways, check that out. You just Google it. England's
scariest movie.
Zoom call. England's scariest Zoom
Man, I'm
call.
trying to think
Google
of
that.
one movie. It was something follows. It follows.
It Follows.
Yeah, follow.
There
That
you go.
was so.
That was
bad.
really good.
Did you think it was good?
It's
I
considered
thought it
one of the
was-
scariest movies.
I thought it was so
It was
bad.
good.
Was that the movie you were telling me about recently, John? About being like the scariest shit you had ever seen?
So
I can't say
so
it's the scariest. shit
no,
I've
no,
ever
that's what
seen.
I'm talking about right
It
now.
follows
The
us now.
What
the
was
name
that?
of the show that I'm
But it was
talking
a good
about
movie.
is called Host.
Okay.
Host.
All
It
right.
is legitimately a pretty goddamn scary movie.
Follows was not
It
bad.
Follows is basically a movie.
It was
about-
terrible.
Well, what it is like if you fuck somebody,
You have an STD.
it's like the
An
ring.
STD
It's like the ring, right? Like 7 days. You got 7 days if you watch this VHS. So if you fuck somebody, you got 7 days. You're gonna die. It's an STD.
It's an STD.
It's a haunting
killer.
STD film.
No, it was terrible.
Like you fuck somebody, you
Who's
get
the
this
guy-
STD, and
who's
this
the guy
fucking
who
ghost is
produced
gonna
that?
kill you. I don't know.
Okay,
I
but look
don't.
him
like-
up.
It's like that other
Look him
movie.
up. Look him up because he's a weirdo. Like he should have been
The Call.
jailed.
What was that other one about the phone call?
The
The
Ring, where you watch the film and then you get a phone call and it's like 7 days.
no, it was like the creepy ringtone. You know, you get a phone
It
call
Follows was a terrible.
and
It's terrible.
Brandon Yates did a review for the Chop Liver magazine on It Follows, and that's why I watched it.
It's terrible. It's such a bad movie. Doesn't even make sense.
it's not a terrible movie.
It's a fucking terrible movie.
It's not a fucking terrible
It
movie.
Follows was terrible. I saw it in theaters and I was highly disappointed.
Well,
It was
yeah, if you
fucking
go to the
terrible.
theater and watch it, yeah, I can
didn't
see why
pay
you'd be
for it, didn't matter.
disappointed.
It was so terrible. It's a terrible movie. Although I do like the STD and the It Follows. That STD will follow you to your fucking grave.
Yeah.
You put a microwave in a pool, it ain't gonna kill it. They did that shit. It was fucking stupid.
The only STD I've ever had in my life is polypunk. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of them. I'm just kidding. I love you, buddy.
Ain't no fucking
You're the best
antibiotics.
STD John's ever had. Don't worry, Polly.
That's all right. You call me back, so it's okay.
Jeez, what did I miss?
We were talking about It Follows.
It's a
Okay.
terrible movie.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the
Terrible
previews. I remember them. Not worth the seeing.
No, I don't
You
think
know,
so.
I
Polly
mean-
said it was a great movie. but
I
don't
I
think
didn't,
it's a great
well, I
film.
mean,
I hated Anchorman the first time I watched it. Now I love it.
you did.
Yeah, I
It
fucking-
Follows. is
Some
not
movies have to
fucking
grow on you like that.
They
Right.
do. They
Like
do.
an STD.
Oh,
It was such a
Some
terrible.
I'll be here
STDs
all
do
night.
require to be grown.
apparently.
What else can we ask for?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, you got some?
Rich, what's your favorite TV show of all time?
Oh
You
my
can-
Don't say The
goodness.
Simpsons.
Anything
It
else?
is.
But no,
The Simpsons
second best.
It's Futurama.
Futurama.
God damn it! Third best.
Third Family Guy.
No, I like Family Guy, but it's not. It's in the top 10, but not the top 2. Seinfeld's up there.
Seinfeld?
Big
Okay.
Seinfeld
Yeah,
fan, you
yeah.
know.
That was literally what I was gonna say next. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say Seinfeld because I already know he's gonna say Seinfeld.
Yeah, see, you know, because I talk about him all the time. I quote him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. What about your favorite local business right now?
Oh,
Local
whoa,
business,
okay.
other than the Melody Inn.
If you don't,
Yeah,
say
I mean,
tribe-
obviously not the Melody Inn, you know. And
I like to
and
support local restaurants like Futuro, making some really good
Yeah.
pizzas.
You know what? I've never had their pizza yet.
So good.
and I'm
They've
so
got several
fucking
different types,
mad.
but get
Their
the
pizza
Detroit.
looks fucking amazing.
Get the Detroit style if you like it thick.
Didn't they have like there was one I
You like it thick. Thick boy. God
No, their pizza looks.
I almost
really
spit out my beer over
fucking
that
good.
one.
It is very good. Of course, Triton Brewing Company. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
involved with them, and they make some great beers.
Oh no, I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
another one.
yeah.
I gotta drive.
So, yeah.
Thank you, though.
What is that?
Hams.
Not name dropping
Hams.
or anything, but you
Yeah.
know.
All right, what else?
Triton.
There we go.
Got a
Yeah.
pen.
Like they just
Oh,
released a
you
beer
gonna sign
today
that
that I
beer?
designed the logo, the label for.
This might be a tall order, but what is your favorite? Okay, all right. Let's
I ain't
like.
got no pen.
What's your favorite band that you've seen in the last 6 months that's come through the Melody?
Oh,
and that
crap.
you really like something that really stuck
Other
out?
than Ramathorn.
other than
I really do
Ramathorn
like
and Bobby
Ramathorn.
Lee's.
Oh, I love the fucking Bobby Lees.
God,
I
who
mean,
doesn't?
the darts.
It's so
we
good.
got
the
so
darts,
many.
other than
We're just on a
other-
roll with great bands coming through.
we
Like
have
last
to
week.
think simple. Like
Last week was
what's
excellent by the Consensia Total. Didn't they just destroy?
Yeah.
They were so awesome.
What's your sleeper vote in June of 2022?
What?
Your sleeper vote
June of
Well,
22.
the sleeper band that played in the last month.
Yeah.
since October of 2021.
Oh, since then. Well, you know that's going to be on our
I
ballot
know, but
for the awards
No, you're
show.
not
all right, give
allowed
us
to.
2 then. That way,
No.
all right.
Yeah.
I'd have
Answer
to
my
look at the
question.
bands, but
Answer
really,
her
seriously,
question.
What fucking band just at 6 months? 6 months that you were just like, damn, that's a really good band that has just came through. Maybe you knew a little bit about, obviously, because you do your fucking research, but like just a band that you saw perform and everything that you were like, damn.
well, to be accurate, let me scroll through the most recent list.
It doesn't have to be them though, too. Like,
Well,
it
that's where I
just
see
means
most of the
that-
shows.
Well, yes,
you
of
know,
course,
but
of course.
let me scroll through the recent that punkrocknight.com. We got archives of every show, just about.
yeah.
So
I mean, I got
Well,
one for
there's
you.
a lot of bands that come through the mail where I'm just like, holy shit, dude. That was like, thank you so much. Like, had not heard about him. And what do you got, Dennis? While he's looking.
Oh, first Jason, man.
okay.
Yeah, I was watching Friday the 13th last night.
Yeah.
wildly
First
entertaining.
Jason.
Yeah.
Oh man, that dude is so good.
Are you gonna
I ain't never
shotgun?
seen nobody play
You're
a
gonna
guitar like that.
shotgun.
Yeah. Well, fuck that. The band that,
True,
that
true.
Bobby Lee's played with, that Night Shift band, they were fucking.
Yeah, that whole night. There was 2 bands we never had in before. The Whiteouts and Nuke and the Night Shift, and they really blew us
Oh,
all
Nuke,
away.
that's what it is.
Do
Nuke and the
it.
Night Shift. They were
Do
really
it.
fucking great.
Can't get that shit
Chug.
open, can you?
What are you doing?
You trying?
I was trying to-
Yeah, it won't open. He can't open.
I
it.
think you spilt it more on yourself than in your
That's
mouth.
okay.
That's okay.
Interesting, if true.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Don't break eye contact. Keep looking at me, John.
Guys, you have just witnessed the first ever failed
You now have that STD ghost thing. It's 7 days, John. 7 days.
Fucking movie.
7 days.
What's that?
I said that movie. Even though Magic, I mentioned it last time we were in my house. Magic is also a terrible movie. No one fucking watch it. Michael Cera is so much better than that.
Haven't heard of that one.
Oh, it's weird.
Seems to have worked out.
I did spill some beer.
A little.
A little.
Just a little.
All right. Is there any more hams left?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like.
I'm gonna need one more.
Have
I'm not
at it.
gonna do that.
I got you, man.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Dennis.
Oh, hey, here's some. They're coming up now. Sid and the Plastics. Remember them?
Oh yes.
We got them coming back too.
Nice.
Yeah, they were just one of those. We knew they'd be pretty good, but they just blew us away.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be very cool to. I mean, I know that you book it, and obviously you look into probably every band that comes through before you book it or anything.
Yeah, we
but
screen them pretty heavy.
But
Bless you.
That's a day.
it must be a really cool opportunity to have that for sure. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously,
Don't
by
shake it.
you booking the shows, I get to experience this band that I've never heard of, and it's really great and magical to
Mhm.
See so many great bands. Like you do a great job.
Oh, well,
I told
thank
you the other weekend. I was
I
like, I
appreciate
really
that.
appreciate what you do because you're so poised without a post-it note in front of you, and you like
Yeah,
just
that's
kill
the
it.
new shit right
You're
there.
a great
thanks.
host. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
that.
Susie Moon and the Ravagers, both of
Okay,
those
yeah,
were just
Susie
killer.
Moon, yeah.
First time having them in, and wow. And we do have Susie Moon coming back to the Hi-Fi
Oh, do you?
later this
High
year with the
five?
Dead Boys and Briefs.
Oh wow,
What's
Yeah.
Chris's new band? The grunge band that just played after Ram of
Drip
Thorn.
Drop Diet.
Dude.
Yeah, they're kicking it.
Wait,
like a whole grunge
wait,
revival thing.
Stop. Was that their new thing?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know.
my
Wait,
first time.
A
I'm
little
not,
vibe of Trash Can.
I'm gonna
you
be
know?
vulnerable here. I
probably
know
was in
those
that act.
motherfuckers. What other bands does that guy play in?
What, Chris?
Yeah,
No.
he's
No, I've met him, and didn't he play in something? Maybe
Yeah.
I always saw
He
him.
played in Trash
Can.
Can with me
Yeah.
and Polly.
Shut up.
both
No,
of you
no
guys.
offense to Fiber,
Shut
but
up.
that might be the tightest grunge band to ever come out of this fucking town.
Chris is
They
awesome,
are
man.
that fucking
It
good.
He's a
was
great
good.
songwriter.
I'm just saying, every time that the only reason why I know him, and I was really excited once I looked into the bands that were booked on the birthday show. I was like, I love that dude and I love his wife. But I feel like there was some other band I saw him in, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. But
It was probably at the fifth quarter.
no, I've seen him at the Mel.
Oh, he's played in Drip Drop a few
okay,
times.
then I've always seen him in Drip Drop then. But I do remember I love him. I love his fucking wife. Dude, I was so excited once I really looked into who was booked on that show. I was like, perfect. That dude is super solid. All right. Let's give it up to Gout. Who's watching?
That was awesome.
Gout was awesome. I really appreciate them doing their thing. A lot of people don't know what that means to me, but Brad is a very big person in Bloomington, and he was a very big person in music when I was growing up. And to see his band, that was always a band when I was younger too, and to have that was super cool.
Yeah, that was a fun night. We still got to get the photos up for that show. They're split up on multiple cards right now.
You want me to go get you another one?
5.6.
Try again.
I just
He just did.
just shot 2 beer. Well, a beer and 3/4.
And that was the best you could get.
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, I can fake it.
It qualifies as a burp.
Thank you,
I'll give
Burp.
you that.
It does. Yeah.
My
It's a,
shoulders are on
it's a
fire.
qualifier.
Shoulder day.
You can't afford. You can't force it.
Sunburn day.
Shoulders on fire.
Shep had a shoulder day.
Yep.
Had a booby day.
Oh,
You should have been on mic with that
Jeanette,
one.
what was that?
Our viewers
I
at
know.
home missed the full girth of that.
If you would imagine that was on the mic.
Oh, that was a good one.
that was gnarly. I
Yeah, that
felt
was pretty good.
felt it. Damn.
Might have been the 8th best of the night.
Also, though, when I burp into the mic, I'm basically burping into her face, and I don't want to do that. So next time I feel it, I'm just gonna be like, "Well,
Yeah,
just pulled over."
tug it
I'm not trying to burp in Jerry's face. That's rude. I
again.
appreciate it.
I can't.
All
Shep
right.
has clearly turned this into
What are we-
competition.
We're at 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Oh yeah, we've got at least an hour left.
Your main judge.
I
I thought we
probably
only
isn't
have like
even-
16
Okay.
minutes left.
Yeah, your main judge.
what's your worst sexual experience?
Do it, Rich. Tell
Do
them.
it. Just
Do it.
tell the
You
world.
know there's something
right.
already
Tell
in
the
your
world.
mind right now.
I'll bring one out. I'll bring one. out.
No, Rich Barker. is bringing it
Okay, this is quite a while ago.
Last month. I feel like you fucking.
I was a little bored and I pretended to fall asleep, and I'm not very proud of that because I should have let her do her thing she was into, and instead I pretended to fall asleep.
But you were
I've learned from
tired.
that. I've
You
learned
were
from that. I'm a lot more attentive now, a lot more patient now, and that was the worst experience because of me. So I've
Aw,
grown a lot since then.
Rich Barker.
When you say grown,
You know what? That's
Like,
you know
longer?
what? That
Joke
kinda
writes
makes
itself.
you- I'm gonna get weird here. That kind of makes you like the best lover to even say that. To even say I fell asleep.
I
'cause
wasn't at the time, but I've
whatever.
grown a lot, gotten a
After
lot
the
better.
fact, I've been like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna like act like I'm asleep.
and I was a total dick for doing that.
Oh no, you're not. But also, like, you're totally not a dick for sharing it.
No, thanks.
I'll raise it.
Come on, Polly.
If I had it,
All right,
I got a bottle of water. I could
what's
get out.
the best sexual experience Rich Barker's ever had? Like,
We're
think
not
out-
going there, but I'll
think
share here. I'll redeem
outdoors?
myself with something
Oh, okay, okay.
with the same person that I fell
Okay.
asleep on.
Oh,
early on in our relationship, we were challenging each other to do something creative
Oh.
every time.
Oh,
So-
okay. Keep it fresh.
Midnight in a graveyard during a full moon. We did that.
Is that where you got?
Sounds more fun than it is, because then you got to like, where we're going to lay down.
Well, there's a
um,
lot that goes into
You know,
outdoor.
it's right
fucking.
by a road.
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird,
Yeah.
but that was with the same girl that I
Okay.
tended to fall asleep.
So it was
on,
your idea to fuck in a graveyard? on a
was.
full moon.
We're taking turns. It's my turn to come up with something.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
my
yeah,
idea,
Yeah.
and then her idea was next, and
Yeah.
she didn't come up with anything else. So
Okay. Well, you
yeah.
did. You delivered.
Yeah.
Look at you. It's
that's some real.
okay.
Haven't shared that with anyone else, but
I
this
know.
is some private stuff anyway.
Getting
you know.
real on
Yeah.
chopped
You've
liver.
shared it with quite a few people now.
All 3 of our
There are
viewers.
4
Thank you.
people.
This does go on other
I
platforms.
know. It goes like Rich watches later.
I do.
People watch
At
later.
one
Yeah,
time.
they do. And that's
They
what they
watch
need
it.
to do. I mean,
Yeah.
join us live for comment.
Do we have any comments?
Oh yeah. Like werewolves. In a full moon at a fucking cemetery. Like werewolves do.
Yeah.
There you go.
What about you, Paulie? Worst and best. Let's hear it. Well, let's just hear the best because we already got your worst.
I can think of some of your worst.
You can.
Breaking news to Paulie.
Some of my worst.
I don't think they were the worst. They weren't. Well, they weren't. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. Paulie, do this.
My worst. Best. Fuck. Yeah. So. Damn. What a loaded question, dude.
Smoking.
Do we need to skip you?
No, I
No,
mean,
you got it.
you know.
You already know what's in your head.
Well, it's just I don't know. There's just lots of fucking experiences to draw on there. You know, there's the fucking I don't know. Yeah, fuck it.
Can we start with the best first? Let's start with that. Let's start with
Best
the
first?
best. Yeah, the best sexual experience. The first one that comes to your mind probably is the one that you need to go on.
Rich is like so uncomfortable right now.
They're
I'm
touching
revisiting
knees, man.
mine. Yeah.
I think we got some words that are going to outdo your words.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Apparently, Smokey has something to say.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Best sexual experience. Come on.
Best.
Okay,
sexual-
or the first sexual experience. When I say the best sexual experience, the first one that comes to your mind is the one that you need to go with. Oh my God, Polly Punk. This should not be the one that you have to think about. I bet you've had some very fun times sexually.
The
I
man has
have.
10 out of 10 fucking all the time.
we
It's hard
don't
to choose.
think about the best. We think about the first thing that enters the mind when someone says the best.
Yeah.
Describe in great detail the last time you had sex. What happened?
Oh God.
You
God,
got
way
an
to be
erection.
personal,
Yeah,
Dennis.
no shit.
Way to be personal, Dennis.
Change the names of everyone involved.
He's like, my name.
Yeah, leave my name out your mouth.
not
Leave my
Polly
name
Punk.
out your mouth.
All right, so I was watching a porn. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
He stuck it in a hole. I can't remember her name either. And then I went to sleep.
That's kind of sad.
Boom, bang, bing, bing.
I was
Best sex.
joking.
Apparently, he watches xvideos.com.
I'm kind of curious what Dennis is.
Best reference I can come up with off the top of my head.
I mean, I can think about some sexual experiences for you if you want me to bring them up. Not me. Just like I've been in your house where your door's been open. I'm like, what did she just do to him? Oh my God. It's okay.
Worst sexual experience.
My house?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
if
your
my
house with a lot-
roommates could talk for me, yeah, I'm sure
they
there's some
could
good
talk.
stories
They could
out
say
there.
some things. Yeah, I think you've had some good checks.
I was like,
I have. had
I'm
some
literally
good
sitting here like,
stories.
Yeah.
which house are we talking about? Are we talking about the Gunners?
the one that almost got burnt down is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's some good stories
yeah.
out there. I
Yeah,
just
there's some fun times.
it's when it's hard to speak on the moment. You
Is
know
it
what I mean?
is it the best being put on there? Like the best doesn't need to be put on.
I don't know, dude. It's just the whole fucking like on the
We're
spot
skipping you.
thing.
We're skipping
yeah.
you. We're skipping you, Dennis. Skip it. Skip him.
where are we going with
We're
it?
going to Dennis.
Oh, we lost Dennis. He's gone.
Oh, well,
We can still hear him.
I'll
though.
just do this from over here then.
Yeah.
Worst sexual experience was with a hostess that I worked with. I was a server.
Denny's.
And no, it was at Don Pablo's. Both stories.
Even better.
Both stories are going to come from Don Pablo's.
Yeah, Don Pablo.
Something tells
I-
me you
I
might
got
have
laid
worked
a
there.
lot at Don
Get a little
Pablo's.
spicy.
So yeah, the hostess that worked there had a thing for me, and her boyfriend also worked there, and I
That can get.
I ended up at a friend of mine's house that also worked at Don Pablo's, and she was there, and she was like hitting me up through my friend, like, you got to come over, you got to come over, you got to come over.
Bring Dennis.
So I came over to his place, and it was super late at night, and everybody was pretty much passed out, and she answered the door, and she gave me a blowjob, and got more dick in her teeth than in her mouth, like.
Oh, so she like she
It
tiger
was
sharked you.
like, and
whatever
I
the fuck.
I was trying to be nice about it, just like
Right.
letting this go, and she wore it thin, and that
I'll never forget. Tiger.
that would have been the worst experience. I mean, I finished the job, but
It was very
it
painful
was
to
not
get there.
fun,
Yeah.
you know, and I didn't come back for seconds on that.
Yeah.
Um,
One and done.
best experience was in Don Pablo's at the restaurant, and the manager at the time had me and two girls stay after, and we played strip poker
In
After-
Don Pablo's?
in Don Pablo's.
Yeah. You gotta love when you mix work life.
So we stayed after, we played strip poker, and then we ended up having sex. He and I ended up having sex with both those girls in the booths at Don Pablo's.
Like tag team,
Like switch,
oh,
right.
let's tag team.
switch, all right, switch. And yeah, so we got drunk for
By the
free.
way, that's not called a train. That's called a taxi.
It's all tag team.
Yeah,
You
we
just
got drunk
tag
for
in, tag
free.
out.
Played strip
What a
poker with a
Subway.
couple of really good looking girls
Oh.
and got laid several times in that night.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
good times.
Hell yeah.
I gotta take my hat off
Moving
because
on to
it's my
Shep.
turn.
Moving on to Shep.
So, oh man, I guess. All right. So, all right. I got two best and I got one worst. The worst one, if you've already watched one of the, I think this is the 13th or 14th show. My worst experience was when I lost my virginity. I didn't even honestly. She was like, "Fuck me now, or we're done." And I'm like in high school. I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. So I go over to her house in the middle of the night. I sneak out of my house. I'm young, you know, I'm like 25, 26. I'm just kidding. No, but so I sneak in through her window because her parents are asleep, and there's a wall between us, and it's thinner than fuck. You can hear like her dad snoring in the next room, and it's loud as shit. And basically, I sneak in through the window. There's no lights on. I can't see anything. I'm about to lose my virginity, right? It's so fucking dark. This is my worst experience, not the best. And literally, I don't know what I'm doing. So basically, she has to, I'm on top, which by the way, ends up being all I ever was me on top for the whole 3 months of that shit. And so all this sounds pretty bad, right? Got to be quiet. Can't make a fucking noise. Parents right next door in the next room. And when I thrust forward, her TV is plugged in next to her bed. So I thrust in and the TV turns on. And I thrust out and the TV turns up. So it's like on, off, on, off, on, off.
You can't even get in the
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hard as a rock, but that's not the point. You know, the point is it was so fucking awkward. I've never experienced anything worse than that in my life.
The awkward.
So I had to give number one to this chick I was totally into. We were at a show. This is a long time ago, and it's probably my favorite because it's probably the craziest shit I've ever done. But long story short, I ended up taking this chick home from the bar, and she basically told me that there is no way that I would eat her pussy while I was driving, because everybody's heard of a Hummer. What do you call that? What do you call eating a chick's pussy while you're driving?
What?
While you're driving, right?
A Hummer?
No, well, a Hummer is when you're getting a blowjob when you're driving.
Yeah.
But when you're driving and you eat a chick's pussy, what do you call that?
Never
A
done that.
floater? I don't know, but that's probably my favorite because I ate pussy while I was driving. You know what I'm saying? That shit
While
was,
you were being driven.
I was driving.
You
And she put her pussy in my. I ate her pussy while I was driving. That's gotta be number one. Number two, okay. I had just gotten divorced, okay, and one of my best friends, I won't say their name, was like, "Hey, I'm throwing a party tonight, and you gotta come over." And I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Why? We party all the time. What's up?" And they're like, "No, there's a friend of mine is coming over, and I told her about you, and yada yada yada." Now, I think I'm like 30 years old, and comments, Jesus Christ, waves to Travis. Nice, Peter. Dangerous. Yeah, that is very dangerous. Don't eat pussy and drive, guys. Anyways, so yeah, it's definitely dangerous. So
You're going to do a shitty job at least at one of them. One of the two things going on there. You're not going to do too great at both of them.
nah, yeah.
Probably forgot to
you
signal.
can't look
Yeah.
at the road. You can't you can't look at the road. So one of my very good friends and is like basically says that they've been their friend been talking to their friend about me or whatever. And so I get over there, and it just so happens that this friend that they've been talking to 9.5 out of 10. And immediately, literally, when I walked through the door, she comes up to me. He's like, "Damn, you're sexy as fuck." And I was like, "You're sexy as fuck." And she's like, "You're Shep, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Take me home right now." And I'm like, "Okay." And that first one night stand ever. I don't even know her name. But she's a stripper, though. I know that. She was. That's number two for sure. Number two. But
Is that the best?
no, that's
Oh,
second
that's the
best.
worst.
No,
Well, we got through the best.
the best was the
Oh, I heard what the best.
the floater, because you can't call it a Hummer. It's a floater, right?
I don't know. A floater sounds like something else.
It's not
I think a floater has already
Well,
been
if-
assigned.
There's
to
only
something
one
else.
way to eat
right?
pussy while
Something-
you're driving. But that one night stand was pretty dope. It was the first time it ever happened. And it was all set up. And the only reason my friend did it, which was a chick, by the way, was because she knew that I was a free man. And this basically backstory, her friend was like, "I'm tired of not getting laid. I never get fucking laid. You got a friend." And basically that's how it all happened.
All right, what's
Oh, the worst. So the worst ever. So, okay. Believe it or not, it's when I lost my virginity, right? So, this chick, right? She was like, "Hey, if you don't fuck me, I'm done." And I was like, "Fuck it." And I went over, I had to sneak through her window, you know what I'm saying? And like her
Didn't you already
parents
tell
are-
this one with the TV?
Yeah, but Jerry didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
She was sitting right there.
That's the worst story.
That was the worst
That was-
one.
you've already
I'm
done
fucking-
it.
This
I
sounds very
started
familiar.
with the worst.
I started with the worst.
I forgot.
And then I went into the best, and then I had to
okay.
be like, respect to the
All right,
fucking
all
first night stand.
My bad. I forgot about.
All right.
First was that.
Take them. Now it's your turn. Best and worst.
Okay, let's start with the worst. And I'm only speaking on the first thing that comes to my mind because I'm really not going to elaborate on what would probably be my worst. But the first thing that comes to my mind would be when I lost my virginity. Can connect on this. It was in. Let me take some. So when you're raised Southern Baptist and you have Southern Baptist family, if you want to have sex, you have to get outside your home to be able to do that because, if you're dating somebody, usually at their house, you can't get away with anything. So you go to the mall. Oh God, am I sharing this story?
Yes, you are.
So the way I lost my virginity was in a little boy's fitting room. And it's okay. It was at JC's Penney's, and it was nerve wracking. And it was only really the worst because it made me feel awkward as fuck because you're listening. If somebody's listening to you, like you're in somewhere really. So that would be. It's not my worst, but I'm gonna say it is. That's my worst sexual experience. Is being in a little boy's fitting room in JC Penney's and you're trying to be quiet.
At least it's not Sears.
It was not Sears.
Or LSRs.
Sears.
Or Toys R Us.
Kmart.
Could have been.
I
Toys R
lost it
Us.
at Kmart.
So we're gonna sum up my worst was there. My best, which again probably isn't my best. We're just gonna go with the first thing that went through my mind because I didn't like really examine every situation because I don't want to fucking do that. So I was watching this show. It was outside of Rhinos, but behind Rhinos in Bloomington was an outdoor venue. And there was an outdoor venue that people would play shows and all the shit and all the local bands. But there was a boys and girls club very close to that, and they had a tree house. And I got to fuck in the tree house during a really great show.
Fucking treehouse.
And that's gonna be my best for right now. Those are gonna be the two stories I shared.
Not a treehouse of horrors.
Simpsons joke.
Yep.
Simpsons dirty.
Yes. Yeah, it was pretty weird, pretty fun. Outdoor sex is always pretty fun, exciting. It's always gonna probably be a first, just because it's like this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But also, yeah.
Second worst ever for me for sure.
I can think a lot of worse ones, but we're not doing
Pulling up,
that.
Putting the lights on my ass
Oh, yeah.
as I'm fucking
Yeah.
grinding in.
There's a lot of worse, but I'm
Anybody-
just gonna
has
go with
anybody else
those.
ever been caught by the cops?
Yes. Multiple.
Just us, just the Geminis in the room.
I
Jerry
didn't
was
say
saying
multiple times. I didn't
caught
say
that.
multiple.
you have been too?
Not really during sex, but doing things. I've been caught.
Wow, sex.
But sex, I've not
Sex.
ever been caught by the cops having sex.
Oh, I have. Oh yeah.
Not
Balls
sex.
deep, cherries and berries. what you doing?
I'll never
What the
forget.
fuck you think
I'll never
I'm doing?
forget. His name is. He is not watching this. Well, he wouldn't even. His name is Nick Romy. He was in a band called the Bradleys, and he was very vanilla as fuck growing up, but in a fucking awesome punk rock band that made him raw as shit. But he was very vanilla. I'll never forget. I think he was sitting on top of me, and like he was making out on me, and the cop fucking banged on the door, and he like fucking freaked out. But that was a pretty good moment. I think it was pretty punk rock for him. Nick Romy. There you go. You got your punk rock badge right now.
You know what? We got Rich Barker on the show. I want to tell the story of 0.38. Paulie knows this story. I don't think anybody in this room knows the story of 0.38. The 38 special. So this is a clip, Paulie, who's in charge of making clips of these shows now. By the way, just a friendly reminder. So this is gonna be a YouTube
Yeah, I
clip.
forgot about that.
The 38 special. So Derek Booker T. Nelson, also known as Derek and the Dominoes, has his he has his oh man, how many years ago? It's 2022. So let's rewind. That would have been his 30th birthday. Something like that. So it's my buddy's birthday. He has this huge party at his house, meaning like, 10 to 12 people. And Duncan, one of our best friends, gets out of jail. It was past 2022. His 25th birthday party. So this would have been 2008. 25th birthday party. He gets out. It's his birthday party. One of our best friends, Duncan, gets out of jail, and we have this dual party. I bring a half gallon of fucking tequila and a half gallon of vodka, and my ex-wife and I, out of the entire party, drank too much. Now I want to remind you, or tell you, that one of our very close friends got so fucking drunk that he pissed in the corner of the room in the basement, thinking it was the bathroom in front of all of us.
That happens.
But I assure you, my ex-wife and I were drunker than that. So we go to leave. Derek, Duncan, and another friend had to help us get into the car. Now, this, by the way, kids, don't drink and drive, because the moral of the story here is, okay, it's called 38 Special for a reason. We are too fucked up. We get in the car. We literally live a half a mile from Derek's house. Okay. A half a mile. And when I say ex-wife, that's reference to ex. It's not technically okay. Yeah, it is my ex-wife. And if she watches, she's probably going to sue me for slander. But
You only have one ex-wife.
I
You
know.
have multiple.
I know. I've only been married once, but
Ex-wife means ex-wife.
yeah. Anyways, help us get in the car. Half a mile drive. I'm like, I could take you for helping me in the car. I love you, Derek. Happy birthday. Right. So we get in the car. We're driving back. She starts to suck my dick, right? Because that's what happens when you're really drunk.
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick. And okay. So we're driving down Ninth Street. Okay. All four people watching this live are like, this is really going to be a YouTube clip? Yes. Yes, it is. So we're driving back, and damn. Okay. We're driving back. I'm getting head, and she's really good at giving head. So maybe she won't sue me for slander. But I'm going to have to like bleep that shit out. But no, a cop is sitting on the side of the road in a school parking lot and sees me swerve for good reason. And it had nothing to do with alcohol, I assure you. And their cop pulls out behind me. I'm like, fuck. She's like, fuck. And we get all the way to the apartment complex. And I hit my turn signal. And as soon as I hit that signal, berries and cherries. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's over. It's over, right? So pull into the fucking apartment complex. Cop gets out, walks up to the car. Goes, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't speeding. And the cop's like, well, back there just before Grovewood, you swerved. And I was like, yeah, I swerved. Maybe I did. It's like, I'm going to need you to step out of the car. So, embarrassing moment. I open the door. I get up out of the car to get out of the car. And I legit like trip over my own feet. And this fucking cop catches me and picks me up and stands me up. And he's like, have you been drinking? And I was like, hell yeah. He's like, how much did you drink? I'm like, enough. Or I said too much, something along those lines. And he grabs his breathalyzer and he's like, just blow. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, what is going on? Blow in the breathalyzer. Yeah, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. But I blew in the breathalyzer. I blew a 0.38. Now, for those that are ignorant to alcohol volume by breathalyzer, 0.38 means that my blood alcohol volume was 38%. And by the way, that is double the legal limit of I should have been dead, but I'm a Shepler, so I can drink. And he's like, all right, well, you have the right to remain the right to remain. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yo, dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, dick. And he handcuffs me and he sets me down on the sidewalk. Now, keep in mind, I'm in my apartment complex at this point. Dennis lived there at the time. And
I seen him.
I seen that shit. I seen it. This is called the 38 special for a reason, because I blew a 0.38 that night. And they pulled Jasmine out of the car. They read her rights, and they handcuff her and set her next to me. Now she's already crying because they'd already done seen her sucking my dick. They already done seen some titties, and now she's going to jail, right? So her and I are sitting next to each other, and she's crying, and I'm sitting there like, I know these motherfuckers. And I'm like, guys, I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. Please give me a break. And they're
get arrested for sucking dick.
now here's the thing. There was 2 cops in the fucking car. All right. And now here's the truth. They had just went to Steak and Shake. They had just literally pulled up and started to eat their Steak and Shake. And the 2 cops, and while I'm sitting there yelling, guys, please, come on. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. And she's crying. She's all upset. I'm yelling this shit. They start yelling at each other. They're getting livid. They're yelling. And basically, dude, one cop's like, we just got dinner. That bitch is gonna fucking puke in my car, dude. She's gonna puke. He's probably gonna puke in my car. And the other cop's like, we can't. 0.38? Are you out your goddamn mind? 0.38. And guess what? Cop walks up. He's like, Shep, it's your lucky day. I want you to park your car right there. We're going to let you walk home. If we ever catch you drinking and driving again, you're done. You're done. We park the and we walk back to the apartment. We are already in the apartment complex. And the entire way back to the house, I was like yelling at the top of my lungs, not giving a fuck. I'm free, motherfucker. I'm free. And that is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And that is the 38 special.
There you have it.
Don't drink and drive. I got real lucky, by the way.
No
The
doubt.
longer you know
They
me.
only pulled you over because of that turn signal?
No, not
Swerving.
I swerve.
Well, swerve, but like swerve. Come on. Everybody swerves in any kind of thing, but they swerved and then like what? They pulled you over, didn't find any booze. It was just
No
like,
booze, no weed.
she was sucking dick.
She sucked my dick so good.
You know what? There was one time when I was growing up in Bloomington and I had my mohawk up and I was driving and there was a guy with me. And when you have your mohawk up, and I had a very big one, you have to set that seat all the way back. You have to be able to drive and not break your fucking mohawk. And I remember coming up to Indianapolis, this cop pulled me over because I didn't do something, but it was stupid. And he goes, he accused the guy I was driving with of touching me. And I was like, whoa, no, I have my mohawk, bitch. Like, you gotta have the seat way fucking down to be able to drive. But it was real weird. Yeah. All right, what are we at? We're at 2.
Yeah, it's more than 3 hours.
Can we put this view
gotta roll
on
soon.
Rich Barker for a second? Put it on Rich. It's not us. Put it on Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's you, man. I thought we were about to put the pressure.
Hi, Rich.
Tell a story.
No. Can we just appreciate Rich and all his goodness over there? Look at him. Goodness. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me on the show.
Thank
and
you
it's-
for
it's
being
been
a part
fun.
of it. And
Sure.
thank you
You
for
got me to open up about some things. so
Yeah,
thanks.
and thank you really for everything that you fucking do. Like
Well, I got a lot of help. You can ask
again,
Shep.
I know you have a lot of help. Just what the no, fuck that help. You are fucking amazing in what you do, and I really appreciate what you do every fucking weekend and the investment you have in the bands every fucking week.
Oh, well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Means a lot.
Well, speaking of
Rich
that, what's
Barker.
going on the rest of this week, Rich? Close us out, man. What's going on this week?
Hey,
Sick the
we just
Ripper.
have one show.
Yeah.
It's Saturday because
Yeah.
every Saturday night,
It's
punk
punk
rock
rock night!
3 members of Sick the Ripper are in the house right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Doors are 8, shows at 9. We kick off the show right at 9, and then it's
You
the run up,
fuckers.
destroy everything, and the Rocket's going to be an amazing show. Do come out. It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot
See
of fun.
Sick the Ripper, and then maybe
We got
go-
shirts and buttons.
Then maybe go to State Street, and then go back to the mill.
Yep. Rain with
Yeah.
Thorns at State Street.
Yeah.
So 2 good shows. I mean,
Yeah, it's good.
it's always good to see more than one
Yeah.
show doing well the same
Yeah.
night, which we've been
Well, it's
able to do. This
also-
community is
it's-
great. So support
It's
people.
great to see other venues are doing their shit, and it all stems from one fucking place, and it's amazing.
That's true.
Yes. So thank you, Rich Barker.
Thank you, Jericho.
You do such a great job, bro.
You
Holding those,
do!
holding those books together, just keeping
Hey.
on, fucking keeping this going. And
Your fucking memory of what you get when you spit on that stage without anything in front of you and you do it.
Sometimes
Like I
need a
told you
little help.
last weekend, I was like, man, you fucking floor me that you're a great host
No, thanks.
and you're a great person. And
I appreciate
thanks for
that.
being a part of it. Will you take
Well,
a shot?
thanks for
with
having
me?
me on here.
Will you take a shot? with
Shot?
me?
I'm getting ready to drive home, so
Oh, you shut up. It's
I'll-
one goddamn shot. Rich Barker.
I'm even out of water.
It's
Oh, I got another water. Let's pretend it's vodka.
okay.
all right.
We can do that. I'll do that.
You want
It's
that?
the
Cheers.
vodka. At this.
Thank you.
Dennis Boone. Clink.
Everybody's blessed to know Rich Barker. He does a really great job.
You're embarrassing me, guys.
No,
but
fuck
jeez.
you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
None of your bullshit. You're one of the most talented people in the whole fucking world, man. What you
It's
do
true.
is beyond amazing. You keep these books running, you keep these shows running. I do want to remind everybody that joined us tonight. Dennis fucking Hilton showed up. What an awesome thing. Paulie, thank
Always
you.
a good time.
Oh, there he is.
Look at him with that.
Who did that
You look
turn?
good back there.
guys, I do want to say on that 38 special, I learned a lot from that night, and I will never forget it. And
We all learn a lot.
yeah, I know that it's a bad story, but I learned a lot from it. And to this day, I've never been arrested,
Important shit.
never been, put myself in that situation again. I thank God that I was so lucky, but I do want to remind you, don't drink and drive. Don't talk to strangers. Shop smart. Shop smart. Woo!
And turn your fucking headlights on.
That's right. Turn your headlights
Dumbasses.
on. Oh, you gotta go to the dumbasses. Take it away. I'm the good girl. That show makes you so fun. You're from now, just go home. You're from now, just go home. You're from now, just go home. You're from now. You think you're special?
I remember hearing that on South Park. I know where you got that.
No, stop.
South Park.